Pretty music.
Yes. And?
You're good. You're good.
There you go.
Oh, Jack has arrived.
Oracle said she was gonna be late.
She's already
In case-
requested,
Oh. She posted in the Discord, and I wasn't sure if you guys had seen it yet.
I saw.
Okay, you gotta go in streamer mode because people have obscene stuff on their avatar, their profile pics. Nice.
Got their ass hanging out.
Yep.
Not that pussy.
Isn't that in like the quick menu now?
What did I come back to?
Nothing. Hi.
People
I mean,
having
I
their
can
ass
change-
hanging
No
out on
idea what
their
you're talking
avatar
about.
pictures.
Give me a moment then. Let me just change my icon.
Right.
There we go. That's better. There we go. That's
Oh, I
better.
fucking love some of this music. Small. I love how you keep saying, "Oh, I'm gonna make a smaller version. I'm gonna make a smaller version," and then
Yeah.
every time it's like,
How big is
It gets
small
bigger
version?
and
Sorry.
bigger.
It gets bigger
Bigger
and bigger.
and
Maybe
bigger.
I should. Okay. Thinking about.
For some reason, this
"Oh
one
no,
feels
she's
smaller.
let the enlarge reduce spell."
Nah, just let me polymorph. There you go. I'll just polymorph into a goat.
Bah.
I should probably make this a bit more metallic.
Wrong thing.
So, how much gold did y'all spend? Because I need to track that.
0. For me.
I spent
Good man.
500 of my own gold.
500 your own, okay.
That, yes, of my own, and that
Who
was
made,
it.
who made me have to
2,000.
dip into the bank? 2K, alright. How much is that?
800.
Did
Only
you
getting
drop
one.
Did you drop the ghost
Yep.
step? Okay, so only
Don't need it.
800.
So is that out of your own?
Yeah, that'll be from me. Just 800 for me.
Okay. You? How much did you spend?
What's Sick doing here? Hang on.
I haven't had a chance to change. It's
Gil
just easier
died.
to
He was another one of the patrons of the tattoo parlor.
Oh my god, Sickles.
Died during the tattooing and Sigurd just goes, "Oh, hi, I'm a fellow adventurer. Let me check in your party."
What are we actually
I'm a
doing?
fighter.
I don't remember
In
what
before
we were
Sigurd's
doing.
backstory.
Well,
Don't tip
if you
me.
give me a- if
Do
you give me a
not
second,
tip
I
me,
can
I'll
give you the
work it
rundown. So, we all ready?
How much money did you use?
Give me 1 second to do a double check on
Wait
everything.
1 second.
I asked Dicidius. Dicidius said I only got 2 tattoos.
Yeah, but how much
if
does
I
it
remember
cost?
correctly-
Oh, which ones were? It was.
It was.
I know it was the cold resistance one.
You got the cold resist tattoo as well as that Eldritch Claw, I believe.
So that
So about 500, and the Eldritch Claw, I believe, is 800.
and
So
100
can you
of
afford
that.
that on your own, or we run anything?
No, 100 of that would have been from his own pocket, so he would have 0 gold.
So we went to the bank for you.
Yes.
Well, actually,
Oh
no,
wait, no,
how
wait, no,
much-
wait. You gave us all a singular.
You all have a
Yeah.
1,000.
Oh, so
Yeah,
he
all
would
the
have.
platinum piece.
He would have spent his
Platinum
one.
straight,
yeah.
Because right now
So he had
you're
like
looking at a
on
total
him.
of 1,300.
So we probably would have needed, unless someone wanted to give him
And
like 200 gold.
I don't have
Oh yeah,
200
no, I
gold.
could have.
At that point in time,
know.
but so as for it to not
So
have
you're
to go
good.
back to the bank.
I would have given you the 200 then.
You
Because I
good?
got
You good?
800 from that one. roll.
Okay. Good, nothing.
Yep.
How
You
much
will
do
be in
spend?
my.
So,
You will be in my. How
I
cool
spent
the
only 500.
cool the
gold, but
tattoos
then
look.
If I gave 200, then
All the
700
fucking
gold, but that's all
designs, but
mine.
you'll not get one.
I've not spent my
So that's
thing
all
yet.
yours.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I
And
think I
I
still
got
have
the
like
ghost
200
one.
gold on my own.
And 4 regulars. I haven't gotten a price tag from you yet.
The regulars would be about 50 gold.
Okay. Like each?
So 50 gold each.
Okay.
You gotta
So I'm
remember,
looking
this
at-
is an expensive place. You are getting.
Oh yeah,
art.
no, and I'm asking for something, rather complicated.
Should I be should
So-
I have this dice?
I left the d20s for everyone, so they've got a backup
Oh.
in case they feel like their usual is
Okay.
chasing them.
Oh, you know,
so
fair.
while everyone is
Looks at Orange.
while everyone else is getting done, Adrian's going to the bank.
Oh, well, I put mine back over there because I didn't know if you just accept.
I'm the
fine.
only one who can't
Whoops.
afford themselves.
No, I've been putting them there so people can.
Oh,
have
you
a
made it
backup.
sound like you made it sound like you would have been
So-
going only for Gill.
All right, ready? We're good. So,
Okay, so I
Mhm.
pulled.
hello everyone, and welcome back to Legendary Actions. I am your host Dicidius, and prior,
Wow.
you guys had continued your adventures in the floating capital of Tillida, exploring the wonders of their grand library in the Dragon's District, spending some more time with Kiri and promising her, and debating whether to give her or not the Twinger. You also ventured out. Shaena ventured to the Mushroom District and made a few new friends. Lucas went out and found some shady suspects who ended up cheating him out a bit of money, but he didn't mind. It was a good laugh. And you ended all up at a tattoo parlor. The Ink Hole, run by a lovely female mind flayer called Kudavalt, or Kerr. And you had all ended up getting tattoos. Before
We got inked the fuck up.
inked the fuck up as you guys had, done one last thing before saying, hey, let's head off to Gurnalum, which is your next port of call to try and retrieve a magical item that is supposedly there that would allow any item any powder or snuff put into the pipe to be smoked forever. So, we begin back in the ink hole. And you guys have been switching in and out of the chair for quite some time. The bed that was offered at the back, some of you may have chosen to use or not. And at some point, Kurdavolt has switched out from that lovely red dress to just a simple vest and leggings. Just something comfortable to work in, as opposed to the nice going out dress. So, it is now the early morning, about 5 a.m. as the probably asleep in the chair Gill would just be getting finished up with his tattoo, which took maybe 4 times the length of each of the rest of yours combined, as she had to individually dye each hair and then press the dye into the roots to make sure that the dye would not come out.
I'm an otter. What can I say?
SMH.
As she sat there with these
Odd.
little needles carefully working away before, she'd give a yawn and a stretch and give you a big slap on the untattooed part of your back. Morning.
Morning.
Well, tattoos are finished. Everyone's done.
Absolutely splendid. You do amazing work.
Of course I do. Now, these tattoos are magically bound to each of you, just so you know. You can actually remove the tattoos, the magic ones at least. The trick is if you deattune from the tattoo, you can kind of grip around the crook of your elbow, and she shows you physically as you watch her grab at like the crook of her elbow as she starts pulling this long needle out from the bicep outwards as she then holds it up, as one of the tattoos has just vanished from her shoulder.
Huh.
All the work was just
Good
for the
to know.
design. It's now in here.
It's good to
And I'll
know.
have to reattune to this later. She goes and puts it in this little... It's like almost like a little toothbrush holders, but just full of those needles.
You gonna know which one's which?
No, but these are ones for my shoulder.
Okay.
Like a lucky dip. I like it.
She gets me. So is there anything else you guys want, or can I go sleep? I've been up for 48 hours now.
Oh, go get your rest.
Yeah.
You deserve it.
This
I'm gonna go
poor woman.
sleep. She gets
Poor
up. She
woman.
doesn't even bother like getting you guys out or locking the door or anything. She just wanders into the back as you just see her face plant into that bed that she had.
Well, do you think it'd be rude of us to let her shop stay open while she's sleeping and we leave?
Like he
Seems
will.
one
Like
of
is
those
yeah.
signs on the
Is
door.
you? Oh, I'll ask. I was gonna ask him if there's one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
there's,
should-
there's a little chain sign on the door. Like, not
But-
the door itself, but the little window next to it.
Did it already say it was open?
She flipped it to closed when she started working on you guys.
Alright. I think we just close it. Close the door and like make sure that no one. But
Okay.
It'd be hard for us to lock it from outside.
Yeah.
Keys.
I'm sure she has.
Sorry, I was having an issue. Issue with my tail.
Does that sell?
Hmm.
Oh, okay. Alright. He's just gonna grab my tail.
Sorry,
Oh,
just sorry,
you-
I was really intrigued.
What kind of stretch? Yeah. And just stand next to the door, like waiting for it if everyone else like.
What are we doing exactly?
Like what
Well,
are
we have
our
the
next
yoga
steps?
business to take care of.
Yeah. What's our next
Oh, wait.
steps?
Oh, okay.
Well,
I'm sorry.
we're supposed to.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what happens when you get a tattoo?
It's really hard not to scratch.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, don't do
scratch.
that. Yeah.
It's really hard.
Best not to irritate it any further.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
honestly,
what's our next steps though?
if we don't have any more further business, I think we should get going to.
Well, we need to tell Big Guy about certain things. At least let him stew on that while we go.
To
I really think this should be like a next time we get here thing. 'Cause he was really mad. Like,
Yeah.
Or we could leave a note with him.
I'm sorry.
We could leave a note for him, them. I mean, if
I mean,
someone had
before-
a potential solution to one of our problems, don't you think we'd want to know about it as soon as we could? Regardless of whether we're pissed off at them?
He makes a point.
Hmm.
Worst case scenario, they kill me.
we could ask
No.
what was the dragon that has the mind powers again?
Seath.
These we could ask Seath to let him know.
Yeah.
And see if...
I suppose that
alright.
could lessen the impact of the information.
Like, and
Mhm.
he'll probably know when a good time would be.
Well, with his... Do we know what Seath can do? Was that told to us?
Pretty sure.
Not in such full. Like, you don't know the extent of it, but you know he has mental abilities.
Okay. Alright,
Yeah,
so...
'cause
Yeah.
if you remember, he helped me regain some of mine.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if we knew in
And we did that
character
one.
exactly what he
Yeah.
did.
If it like makes it like he's
Ye-
their son, he's always there, so he'll probably know when, like, even like if like even without the mind power, or this is outside character.
Yes,
Even without the mind powers, he would know when a good time would to tell.
Yeah. I agree. I almost called him Blake.
Who's Blake?
That was out of character.
Another reality, maybe.
I can't. I'm blanking on your name, on your character's name now.
Blaking?
Some guy
Oh my
walking
God.
by the store kind of just turns, looks back, and then goes on his way. It's like, huh? Did someone say my name? Huh.
What about as well? What about the Schwingers? About them? Twinger.
Yes.
Stringers, or
Give up.
they have to decide.
Twinger.
They have to
Twinger.
like
Twinger.
well can decide for
Twinger.
themselves. So we can.
Yeah.
We could.
Let them.
Oh shit. We can go to
stew
the
it
ship.
over, yeah.
We could go to the ship and ask them, and then head back to the Dragon District.
Okay.
Dragon District 2.
The group that was hanging off of Cari, did they return to my bag, or are they still with her?
They're still with her.
Okay, so they seem fine.
Well, we still have to go back anyway.
Oh,
It
yeah.
might just be
Yeah.
easy to save us a travel. Going back for the Schwingers now. Going to collect everybody there and bring them to the palace. Those who want to stay can stay. Those who don't want to
Wish
stay
to
and they want to
go
come with us, they
can
can
just
they can stay in the
stay in them.
backpack.
Yes.
Simple as.
I agree. With all of it, Seath would probably know exactly when to deliver that message.
As you sit there talking about him repeatedly, you feel, as you're the one mentioning him the most, you would feel this slight tingle in the back of your head, like pins and needles in the back of your skull very briefly, as you would hear I can make sure he knows. Just kind of echo from around you briefly before that feeling fades.
What's over there?
What?
Oh, it's a bird.
So
Yeah,
shall
he'll-
we go
Go look for the bird.
inform him of
Yeah.
the
You,
message
you look out the
we
window and there's a bird that's like through the main courtyard of the keep.
I think a pigeon.
There was a
Since
bird.
we're having to
There
go
was a
back there
bird.
anyway for the
It's a pigeon and
something
it's
tells me he
fat.
already knows.
Brilliant.
He
Said what?
already knows.
Why not?
Call it a feeling.
What do you want to be a pigeon that's fat and just
We can make
lives
sure
life by
just
its
in
fullest?
case. Just in case it's
I
the
mean, it's well fed. That's what I'm saying.
tattoos getting to me.
Oh,
And the fact that I
I
slept in
know
a
too much
chair.
bread.
Fair enough.
Luckily enough, it
I'm
was
not
quite
criticizing
relaxing.
a pigeon on what it eats.
Alright, what say you? We ready? Go back to the ship, talk to the Twingas.
Okay. Did you see the pigeon, by the way?
Hmm?
What? No.
The pigeon, the bird that flew past.
No, I didn't.
You missed it. It was so big, so
Like-
fat. It was pretty
I
fat.
see.
Easily the biggest pigeon you've ever seen.
Yeah.
I kind of want to. I kind of want to wild shape into the pigeon now.
Oh my. A fat pigeon.
You can, wait, no, wait, you can't. Can't yet. It has a fly speed. You can't
Why
shape
not?
shift it. You can't. It has a fly speed. You can't shift into it yet.
You can't.
Not yet.
Who said I was gonna fly?
It
I'm not
has a
flying.
flying speed. You cannot take its form.
Just start running around the ground, flapping your arms.
That's what I want to do. He gets me.
Is that
Turn into a
fucking
fat
gr-
penguin.
is that thing?
fucking grill one.
Can she do that?
Can I please?
Do you have a
Give us
fat
an
pigeon?
Arcana check.
Let's go. Oh, I got wrong dice. Woohoo.
Nope. Nope.
You
Nope.
gonna try it?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, no.
So,
man.
as you wild shape, you try to wild shape into something vastly different from anything you have before. As you try to focus in on that massively fat pigeon you saw. Instead, your mind keeps going to something else. As
Oh,
you
no.
would watch as she shapeshifts down and down and down,
Oh.
and just keeps going.
Wait, that's
As you would just see, she stops at the size of this tiny little bug.
that's a little bit smaller than a pigeon.
That looks like
a
it's
little-
going to be an issue.
She's a little pill bug,
Huh.
roly poly,
With the
Wow.
horns.
Pillbug from the Undivided.
with a little horns.
That's
That's not what you're.
something.
That's not what I was expecting. You'll kind of like gently pick her up and like put her on in his
Your
hand.
perspective.
And he's like,
slams down around you. You're thrown up into the air in this giant palm.
"You okay?"
Just getting like the devil eyes up.
Tons of tiny little legs trying to do gestures at you, but there's no fingers to gesture with.
Just gonna fall asleep in the palm of his hand then. You know what?
Oh,
Whatever.
Curls up into a little ball.
I think she fell asleep. After
Just-
like, she also wiggled her I'm not legs, I guess. Feet, legs.
Stubs.
In weird way, I have no idea. That's I don't know.
Just
Don't crush her.
Preferably.
I will try not
Yeah.
to. I will be carefully
Wait,
walk
can't
wherever we
she-
go.
Change back whenever she wants to.
Yeah.
Think so.
Yeah.
Why am I not surprised she chose to stay as that tiny thing? Alright, shall we be off?
When we're all ready, yeah.
So you guys open the door and head out into the main
Oh.
center of the hold.
We were
Dex
looking
saving
to.
throw from you, Sai.
We were. Dex saving throw. We were making sure to lock up the shop too, weren't we?
Saving throw.
Ah,
All right.
I remember.
We
no
don't have a
idea
key
how
or
we're gonna
anything,
do that
so-
from the outside. Then just as we're
Well-
leaving, change the open sign to closed.
12.
It already
12?
says closed.
12.
Oh.
So you would watch as this absolutely huge ass pigeon comes swiping down, trying to snatch the pillbug out of his hand. But Lucas manages to curl his hand in quickly and pull it close to the chest as this fat pigeon is like around his head and shoulders and that. It's like trying to kick it away before finally it would flutter off and start flying in a direction. His hair's now tousled and he's just looking a little shell shocked as he managed to save the now very diminutive share from getting eaten by a pigeon.
As he after the pigeon left, he will go to fix his hair.
Should have punched it.
Just straight in your hair.
I guess that fat pigeon was real.
I'm still surprised at how fast it was.
Move so
Surprised
fast.
Considering how fat it
large
was. I think that thing defies all laws of aviation.
Like bees.
Alright, I think tonight's gonna be an early one, right? I'll see you later.
Alright, thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Sai.
You know what? Can't believe you. Can't believe you.
Okay, so
What bees actually?
you guys making your way towards the dockyard. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So you guys
Mhm.
head your way back out to the central gate, which is closed. You guys are able to ask the Saw Reeve to open it up to get access to your ship, and they oblige easily, as it seems that they open it at a certain time. So they've just opened it early for you guys. As those gates open, you would see your ship currently docked out at the large platform that retracts out when need be. Currently folded in. Your ship is just sat there and wait. You guys are able to aboard it. And yeah, you're now upon your lovely ship, the Remembrance.
Time to try out my new tattoo.
I will go to Shay's room and place her on place her on the bed and leave immediately.
As you go towards the rooms, you would see as you're opening Shay's door, you would see that there is a note sticking out one of the spare bedrooms.
He will go to the note beforehand. We'll look at the note.
As you walk over, you'd slide it out of the door frame as you would see it's messaged to everybody, and you would see that it's from Grawl.
Oh no.
Oh,
And it says, I'm really bad at saying goodbyes.
No!
I don't think I could say it to your faces.
No.
No!
So I've left this note and all of my love to let you know I care. I know I've not been the best teacher, and I hope I've been a good friend. So I hope
Find
your
him!
journey's. I hope your journey's long.
Find
and we'll
him!
see each other again. Growl.
Bring him back.
I'm
Fuck!
not the best.
Is it
teacher.
is
He's the
it messy or is
greatest
it
teacher of
clean?
all
Is it
time.
messy or clean? I'm just. Is it messy or clean?
It's messy as hell. It's messy as hell. You gotta remember
His
he's not very
handwriting's
good.
super from scratch.
He's
Yeah,
squinting
he's
at
not very
this.
good at reading and writing.
He's squinting at this for hot minutes.
You're
Oh,
still
shit.
in his hand, so.
I know, but still, I just want to ask a question. So, do you remember when we were in the fuck? I don't remember which city we were in. But when I licked everybody,
message.
was Groll
Oh, shoot.
included in that?
Yeah, you licked Groll. You could track him.
Exactly. Okay, I don't know what the note says, but I want to confirm. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh shoot. Okay. He will take the note and then head over to the controls. That's where he thinks is a general meeting room would be. He'll place
Yeah. As you head back out onto the deck and up towards the ship's controls.
he'll place down
Himself.
Jay
Wha-
someplace
wha-
safe and then wait for everyone. Like, hey, I got him. I got a note from Grawl.
Hold on. Whose camera is that?
Sorry, I wanted to place down another my camera up there.
Oh, right, okay.
Oh, it was just
How far
floating
away is the
around.
floor when I'm in this form? By the way, is it pretty far down?
I'd say comparatively, it's obscenely large, but bugs suffer from that lovely thing of basically being immune to fall damage because of size.
Fuck! I wanted to jump off. I wanted to jump off, man. Okay then.
He'll place place Jay somewhere like generally safe. I feel like there's probably like chairs or
You place
something.
her on
Like,
the little you place her on the little control panel with that little needleboard map.
Oh my god, please don't change back.
he would put like is
Oh,
there like
no.
chairs because he would put her on a chair
You'll
instead.
break it.
No, there's no real chairs up here. It's mostly built for like a standing crew.
Hmm. He'll put her on the edge of the table.
Yeah, just on the edge. You just like put her on that little lip.
Like if I can tell like this is the, like if you like transformed back, like it wouldn't like do too much. Like he'll look for
Oh, this
that like
thing
that.
is steady as hell. This
Yeah.
the controls
Like,
here.
yeah,
They're-
but, like,
they're
yeah,
built
but,
for
like-
combat, you know.
Yeah, like he's looking for like the place with the least amount of controls.
Oh, it'd be the map. It'd be the map.
Yeah,
plate-
he'll
map
he'll
plate
put
then.
he'll put her near the map plate.
So what the
Is there,
rest
like-
of y'all doing?
Is there a comp system?
No.
Damn.
Well,
not the,
Gill.
Actually, wait. No, you got like a nat 20 for your. No, wait. No, you didn't.
I
It was
didn't.
These two.
We
got the nat
both got
20s.
nat 20s.
Yeah.
So he'd know if there's a comm system.
I know general knowledge. I just don't know everything.
You know, general. Give
Yeah.
us an intelligence check then.
All right. Regular intelligence
I'm
or
gonna transform back.
history or
You can transform back.
Yeah.
You're now
Oh.
sat on the map board like one of those
Rest in peace.
singers on a piano.
I'm gonna stay sat.
You look marvelous, darling.
that's a 10.
Plus
10?
whatever.
No, it's just a 10. Like that's with adding everything. 10.
I'd say, yeah. You remember there was this thing about a communications thing as you're kind of looking around and looking around and looking around. Here you go, and you flip the little lid off of it as it's one of those like coal pipes, basically. As you just kind of lean close to the pipe.
Do I know this is this would go to like it would go send a message out to the ship, just the ship, or would it go?
There's like 4 pipes you can't remember which one's which. You don't have like perfect recollection of what's in the book.
What are you doing?
I got a message. We got a note from girl. He'll hold out the note. I wanted to get everyone here. It's okay.
Little whimper noise. Little sad whimper noise back.
Okay. Do you
I'm
think you
gonna
can?
take a guess out of wait, hang on, let me just do one. Like the first one.
Dude, she like. I'm
First
guessing
on the
he's.
left, first on the right.
Well, right's always right, so right.
Like
Right,
she
right,
basically
right.
she
Oh my.
basically she pushes him out of the way. Like, wait, what? And she does what she.
Flips the little lid open for the first one.
Hello?
As you guys, no matter where you are on the ship, would hear. 1 sec, let me.
Hello?
I suppose
I'm in my
the
room,
process
like
is
gathering the Twinga,
Is this thing on
and all I hear is
There's-
a little disembodied hello, and I look at them as like,
That wasn't you.
have you been running? We should go.
Wait, who am I meant to be asking for? Oh, the group. Can it Xavier, Gill, and Adrian? Where are we exactly?
Control.
Can you
Why
go
did
to
she
the
pause
control
the line?
room? Pretty please. Emergency.
Yeah.
Did
You
you
know,
I
as-
thought
say
the word
in the message?
emergency was the most called.
Emergency.
Oh,
With a really monotone voice. That is it. That is the end of
Every-
the call.
everything-
I'm just trying to turn
Everything
it off.
else is like is kind of but like it's like was like highs and lows, and then like emergency is like emergency. not
well,
And you
then
hear
I
the
guess
thunk
we're
of the little lid flapping closed.
then I guess we're running to the control room.
Mhm.
It's like
we need to get couches in here.
Okay, then as soon as the monotone emergency, it's like
Yes, we do.
as
We
you
need
guys
couches,
would
like-
each individually make your way up to the control bridge. You would see them currently looking over this note.
What?
We got a note from girl.
What?
I can't do this. Tell him.
He'll take the note. He'll read it as best he can, but he takes some minutes to like try to remember what word is which because of the handwriting.
It's like if you've seen the
Sincerely.
handwriting from Winnie the Pooh, it's basically like that.
Sincerely, girl,
Uh,
or whatever
I
it says
see.
from girl.
It's very poorly
I
spelled,
suppose it
sincerely.
was his son
So-
departed from our group.
Sincerely, okay, that's
Well, we could have probably.
Probably at least taken him home.
yeah.
Also,
We're on a floating city. How does he
He mentioned that like
expect
mages,
to?
that mages guilds tend to like have portals.
Wait, do I remember
Do we-
that I could track him or no?
Yeah. Remember, you've got your smokables. You've been smoking those, so you'll be remembering the nights.
I have
Do
a
we-
way of finding him.
Oh.
Do you?
Do you remember that fateful day when I licked you all? That sounds weird.
Unpleasantly so, but go on.
Yes, I do.
Faithful?
There
Sorry,
was
no,
an actual reason
that weird
behind
day.
that.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably better.
Why did you lick us all?
Instead of me explaining, why don't I show you? Because I
Okay.
can probably
Oh,
find where he is.
okay.
I don't know how I'm able to do that.
So you would watch as she just takes to sticking her tongue out every now and again. As she just starts walking off the boat and starts heading back towards the city. Just every now and again, just like sticking her tongue out.
It,
Okay.
It kind of reminds you of a snake.
Yeah.
it,
He'll generally follow her.
Is this a Fae thing?
Mm-hmm. He'll walk.
I guess gonna follow. Just very confused.
Mm-hmm.
What's Adrian doing? Is he staying on the boat or is he coming with us? Emo?
I think he's
Emo?
You doing good, buddy?
Amo, you okay?
Emo!
Sorry,
Is it the music?
I could
Is
hear.
it the
I could
music?
hear you saying my name too. For some reason, I didn't fucking key into that. I was reading my spells. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
I thought you fallen
we were
asleep or
yeah.
something. You were
Yeah.
so like
Getting there.
still.
Sorry.
Is it the
It's
music?
What was the question?
It's probably the music.
That I recognize the song from somewhere. It's Final Fantasy, isn't it? I recognize it.
Hollow
I
Knight,
know I
actually.
do. Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Very
pretty
I
sure.
was asking if
pretty
you're
sure she
staying on
played
the
it-
boat or coming with us.
I'm trying to switch it off.
Well,
but
we're
it's not
taking
working.
Twinga to see Kiri and regroup with the Twinga
Oh yeah,
she
would you have
currently has.
Twinger on you by now?
Yeah,
I assume so.
that's what Adrian was
That's what
doing
he
in
was
the ship.
doing.
he got all
Oh,
the
okay.
Twinga,
And if we are giving them to her, he'll probably have to come back and get the house he made and come and do the second rep.
Well, we're walking out because I'm currently tracking Groll right
Oh
now.
my god. Okay.
So
Look,
are you
if
grabbing
I'm-
Are you grabbing the dollhouse and?
I'm
following
not grabbing the
back?
whole thing. I'm gathering the
Population within.
Are you gonna ask them if they're staying, or are you gonna discuss with them if they're like the event and what you plan?
I'll be
I'm
back.
gonna let them know
I'm
that
gonna go
we're going,
restart.
letting them know that
Okay.
we're regrouping with the others that went with the dragon girl, and any further details we'll do that once we have everyone,
Okay.
because
Yeah,
they're
so
gonna
they're-
have their own input about her to share with the group. So
They'd happily pile into your bag then,
Okay.
just like the Venga bus.
yeah. Party bag, let's go.
Big.
As you follow the rest of them, you would watch as she's just walking through the streets, just a snake tongue every now and again. As it's like, this direction, turn this direction, this direction, this direction, do this, do. As she goes all the way around to one of the upper levels of the central district. As she would come across a symbol that you guys have seen before, that of the Mages Guild. As you would see currently
Oh,
sat on the
no.
step of the Mages Guild, which hasn't opened yet, Grawl,
Ha!
who is asleep with a little scrunchie that he had taken from the hotel wrapped around his snout so he didn't accidentally bite anyone while he was sat in public. As he's just sat there just...
There we go.
Well, we found him.
Ha-
He's over there.
At least he didn't leave yet.
Wait, how? What?
When
Yeah,
I
actually,
licked
yeah.
you all, I could taste your. I could taste everything.
Taste.
It wasn't nice.
He,
It
he,
wasn't nice at all.
he takes a step back. What the heck?
I see.
Trust me, it's weird. It's weird. It's a whole conversation, not for now.
You're telling me?
Fair point.
Mm-hmm.
Gil's gonna walk up.
Sit down beside Grawl and then just rest his head on Grawl.
I'm gonna boop Grawl's nose.
His eyes, they were listlessly open, but would just kind of like blink a second or two.
What are y'all doing here? What?
We got your note.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Why are you here? I was trying not to do the buy thing. I'm not good with them.
You know, we could have taken you home.
Mhm.
I know, but you guys have adventures to go on. And my home's like halfway across the prime material plane.
Well, you're part of the party.
Mhm.
We wouldn't be here without you.
I know, and I do miss you guys already, but I have a kid to go see.
He is in a lot of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, it's fine. Not your guys' fault that I'm here.
Well,
How about
we don't
this?
have.
How about this? I need to go home. I need to see my little one. But if you guys are ever in Eros, you know, by the time you get over there after you've done some adventuring, I'd be more than happy to join your group. You know, so then I'm not a teacher.
I think that's fair.
It's, but yeah, I was going to say this isn't goodbye. This is just until next time.
Because the way I see it,
You're always going to be a part of our group.
You'd see his tears start welling in his eyes as he just.
Alright, you guys, this is why I don't want to say goodbye in person.
I'm gonna be honest. I wouldn't have accepted a buy through a note.
I'm sorry.
Hey,
I'm just not good with
girl.
goodbyes.
You were right when you said you weren't a good teacher. You were the best.
The greatest.
Oh, God, come here.
And he just grabs you and gives you a big squeeze. Constitution saving
yeah,
throw.
all of us.
Oh no!
Damn
We
it.
all hug him.
it is
Oh,
at
yeah,
this
everyone
point
else-
that Adrian's reason for not saying anything comes to light.
I'm grabbing Adrian and I'm dragging him to the hug.
No,
Let's go.
no.
15.
Dirty 20.
No mercy here, boy.
Dirty 20.
Oh my god. 15.
Wait, do we all have to roll? I don't know how many people
Oh
have
yeah,
to
he's
roll.
grabbed you
for-
all.
Well, I'm taking it. I don't care.
Fuck.
I'll take the hits if I need to.
You're
take-
taking.
I'll take
You
the
know
hits.
what?
if I need
Taking his damage.
to. I'm
know
taking
what?
the damage.
Fuck it, we're about to have a long rest anyway. Natural 20.
Natural 20. Okay. So, anyone get below 11?
I mean, I didn't roll, so I'm taking.
You didn't even roll. Okay, so
I'm
the other
taking
one
like
takes
damage.
Big alligator hug.
You take 2 points of damage as you are squeezed by this Goliath of a gator man. As he just like accordions you all into his chest for this big old hug. Before
I grabbed
finally
him. It's fine.
letting you go, and he's just like using the little scrunchie to wipe his tears away.
Oh, you guys. If you guys had a group name, I'd name my kid after you. Or I wonder if my wife isn't already naming him.
That actually
Give
is
him
a good point.
nickname.
We need a Jay actually had a good point with. Jay actually had a point with the name thing. Just having a general name besides adventurers would probably be good.
We need to come up with some, like, we gotta work on that, but...
Why don't we all
The
discuss
Fantastic
it,
Five.
including Grawl?
There's
There's 6 of us.
Okay then. Spectacular
Over
Six
Braggle,
then.
that's
I
what
don't
we
know.
To give Grawl a proper send-off. Back home.
We're not
for
counting
now.
everything.
Oh, you're gonna make me cry again.
a lot of us.
A lot of.
How about stars?
There's a lot.
Stars.
Stars.
Yes. There's millions of stars. No matter where we are, they're always in the sky, you know? I don't know.
A second.
Okay, I'm never gonna be able to. I'm never gonna be able to shake this thought. You could be like,
Ah, yes, the Lord. Pleased to meet you. We're part of stars.
Stars.
No,
we're here to help you.
It's like the town of City. You always have to say it in the exact way.
It always has to be in the Nemesis voice. Stars.
Well, here's the thing. With the way this is set up, we could be attacked by Nemesis.
Oh, that's not
With
good.
our party's luck, Nemesis could come bum rushing through one of your portals going, stars!
Actually,
And then we
I
have to fight-
didn't have him precisely, but I did have a Resident Evil on the list somewhere.
Wesker's glasses, let's go.
See, we're gonna get dicked out by Nemesis.
It's something else.
No.
Oh,
But yes,
God.
we can all discuss a name over breakfast, so that way, to give Grawl a proper home going.
Proper goodbye.
Proper.
It's not goodbye. It's not goodbye.
Tamu. There we go. Our name is now Tamu.
What does that mean?
What?
A move?
What?
Too many of us.
No.
Alright, let's go get
Tamu.
breakfast. And he would stand up
Yeah.
as then the door behind him opens.
And a mage just pokes his head out and goes, "Would you please all stop babbling tears out here? We're trying to." Oh, it's you. He just turns around and goes, "Not yet," and slams the door in his face as you just hear, "Ow!" As you would see his fingers just poking out of the
door as he opens it and closes it again.
Oh, I wish it was his nose.
This is why Grawl is the best.
Look, it's too early to be having tears right now. Come on. God damn it.
Breakfast!
Mm-hmm.
Come on, I know a good place.
Yeah.
As Grawl would kind of take lead and start marching along, as he would lead you out of the gates and onto the exterior of Thilida, as he would take you all the way towards the top of the mountain, which takes about an hour to get up there, but he would lead you all the way up to this little... It doesn't look great. It looks kind of like a hole-in-the-wall breakfast place that he has to, like, literally squeeze into. But as you enter in, you would see why. And that is the view out of the window is amazing. As these little halflings who are currently running the place just, "Oh, hello, Mr. Growl, please, your seat's over there as your usual.
Hello, everyone. Please, have a seat. As you all squeeze into this little booth that Grawl is sat at the back of,
As you're all basically shoulder to shoulder in this place, as you all end up ordering yourselves breakfast, as you are all sat around this tiny little booth that is staring out of that window, showing the early morning vista above the half of Ilon Val that used to be a gren. So southwards, so it'd be kind of this view over this big old lake.
Okay. So, what is our plan then? We're gonna take the Twinger to Kiri.
Have Twinger
Mm.
doing Kiri, regrouping with the ones that are with her, and talking to all of them at once.
And
Okay.
after that, we'll leave our message with Seath, just to be doubly sure. And then we'll be headed towards...
New post?
Girl.
I thought that's...
Gurnalum.
staying there.
I don't. We can't.
Well, New
Directly-
Tropos is directly under us right now.
Why were we going there in the first place? I remember us going
Because
We're
you
go-
needed-
we're-
You needed stuff for your smokes.
No, that's
you
trop.
needed-
That's
you wanted to
regular
get
Tropos.
more-
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
regular
that's
Tropos.
Tropos.
Regular Tropos.
They
We
were
wanted to
Coming
go
here because originally when we didn't have the airship, this is where we knew Thillider was gonna be.
Yeah.
Oh,
train.
yes! We were going to ride the train!
Yeah, I need training.
Yeah, because it goes straight to.
Where we wanted to, more or less, and it would have got us there very quickly.
Because you
Uh,
guys wanted to
what is
go to
our-
Gurnalum for the smoke thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we were told that.
I mean, we could
I
do
have a character. We were told that like going just directly landing in Gurnalum is a bad idea because
I
of the
never
giants.
explicitly said that.
We haven't gotten any info about it.
The info you got is old because nobody's bothered to go there since the War of Durgan's Revenge, which was,
Okay.
was 20 years ago.
Okay.
Didn't
Nobody
you
knows the
say the
state it's
train
in
was
currently.
faster?
Oh
Then
yeah,
airship?
that train. That train. By the time you guys have gone there and across, the one that was over here has already
Yeah,
gotten
the
to
train
new
is faster.
new Tropos and is already would be about pretty much to Gurnalum.
Yeah.
Speeding past it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Problem
'cause
is, the
Like,
train
they doesn't stop
doesn't
there.
have to stop for us.
It
There's
doesn't
no
stop at
station
all.
here.
Mm.
Yes. Well, we were told we could talk to somebody about them slowing down or stopping for us to get off, and then them continuing
Yeah,
on.
but now we have
Have a
an
ship.
airship.
Yeah, we-
Because the problem
Um,
is it's not
Mhm.
just getting there; it's getting back.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say because if they allow us to get off at that certain area, who's to say that they can't? They're not gonna stop for us
I mean,
when we get off there.
assuming how big the train is, we could land the airship on the train.
I doubt it.
Nah,
really
they
doubt
would
that.
not allow
No, that's a.
We've got
Fair
a
point.
shot,
What if
and
you get a
if,
nat 20?
Not while you're moving, but
Mm.
they do transport some of the smaller airships on that thing.
like ours.
Hmm.
Oh,
Mm.
We would
Well,
have
Although
our
I
way
imagine
to
the-
and then from.
I'd
Speaking
imagine
of
the
airships,
pricing would be.
Speaking of airships, did you know Gurnalum is where the Godforge first found the blueprints for the airships?
Oh,
Really?
That's-
Hmm. Apparently, the Hold Lord was like some super smart person. They're the one who built like the Guardian for Gurnalum and designed the whole airship thing.
There might
That's.
There might be a
very
ch-
intriguing.
there might be a chance that we could find some blueprints for other stuff.
More
yes.
information.
Nobody's really
Well,
gone
we-
back there, though. Or if
Is
they
there-
have,
Well,
nobody's ever documented it.
Or they've never left.
Mm.
I
Mm.
just think
Just taking the ship would be easier.
Mm.
also would save money on tickets.
That also. I imagine transporting.
Yes,
in
but
a airship
also
would be cheaper
time,
We're not-
less
what-
fuel for.
what rush are
Well,
we in?
we're not in a rush. I'm just saying less fuel that we would have to purchase.
Do we?
You guys
Do we
don't have
purchase?
to purchase
Yeah,
fuel.
I'm pretty sure we don't.
Mhm.
Less
you
maintenance
don't-
we'd have to worry.
You two would know because of the fact that you guys currently have a small gateway to the elemental plane of fire as the engine. It's only if you guys hit an anti-magic field that you guys would have to worry about fuel.
Oh yeah, see, Gill would only know how to pilot it. He wouldn't know the inner working machinations to it.
I
We
believe
don't. We don't. Yeah. We don't.
we'll be fine.
Yeah.
In terms of fuel costs.
Okay, well, then upkeep. Less we would have to worry about upkeep, or less chance we would have of
You
crashing
just wanna
into
go
anything.
on a train.
I'm just saying, speedy train is good time.
I don't know. I always thought the train was kind of boring.
I read a
It's
book, okay?
cramped and it's cramped and
cool.
it's like, unless you go in first class, it's kind of boring because you just sit in a
Sounds
chair.
awful.
Yeah.
It was a murder mystery, and it took place on a train. Okay, and since then,
You're hoping someone gets murdered?
no, it sounds.
Yeah.
No.
Sounds exciting.
No.
I
It sounded
I
exciting.
Stay away from any murder cases.
Mm-hmm.
See,
we-
Shaena gets me. It
Word.
sounds like it would be fun to
but
have a
the
train
issue
ride.
is that how well it will be fun, but you gotta think about it. How big is the train? Am I gonna fit on it? Am I just gonna be cramped for the whole ride? I don't really.
I
want
mean,
a
if you think
backpack.
about it, technically, I don't fit for anything unless it's an Eros.
Yeah, but you're small. I'm big.
Yes, I have to
Look at-
climb for everything.
And I have to crouch at everything. Do you know how bad my back is now?
Do you know how bad my knees are?
Well,
Put
that sounds
yourself
more like a
together,
you
you'd
problem.
make one proper person. Or one really bad person.
Well,
Mm,
regardless,
that's for later.
I don't know how big these places are, and I don't know if they're gonna fit me.
I think it.
What?
I.
I gotta think about that
Has
too.
that-
I think
has that
it's.
always,
In
was that,
all fairness,
is that
I
always
think.
an issue with you? You've never said anything until now.
It has been an issue, but it's fine. I just deal with it.
She's like always hitting her head on stuff.
Yeah.
Well, we could have done things had we known it was an issue with you.
Fine. I live.
Like fly.
Fine.
Anyway-
don't want
anyway.
to take the train.
Alright.
Take the.
As,
First things
Yeah.
first.
honestly, I was.
We're
I
all-
was really excited about the train, but like we already have the airship right now, and from what I can, what I
We
understand about
paid
it,
a lot of money to
Yeah.
get it. We should
Yeah.
be using it.
yeah, as much as we can. Also, I think it would be
Yes,
a
but
lot.
I'm the one who has to drive. I can't enjoy the scenery.
I mean, like when we're just going straight, I can handle it.
No. No.
I've read the
Unless
same
it's
book.
emergency. No.
Alright.
Unless you're going to be flying the ship for days at a time, you're going to need someone else to take shifts.
We will cross that bridge when we get to it.
But you're in an airship. Why
That'll-
would you need to cross a bridge?
Uh,
today.
it's a figure of speech.
Oh. Okay.
He's going to fall
I don't know,
asleep
I
at
just
the
heard it all.
controls and crashes.
How dare you assume
Right.
gross
Um,
negligence from my part?
How about
How
we
dare you, good
take a
sir.
vote on whether we take the train or we go by our airship? If we're gonna
Ship.
bicker on this.
Airship.
Shaena?
She's dead.
Huh?
We're taking a vote.
Train or airship?
Ship.
Train or airship?
3 for ship.
I mean, 350.
Apologies, Gill.
fine.
Sorry. My brother just sent me a stupid video called Pee-wee the Dragon.
Maybe.
Oh my god.
Honestly, though, I really would like to try the train one day, though.
Yeah, that would be.
That'd be an interesting.
Oh
venture.
no, why
You know
would we?
what
We
you
have an
really-
airship.
You know what you really could do? Is if you ever have to be, like, at one end of the prime material plane, then you can always be like, hey, we'll stop at this place and put the ship on the train and go wee all the way up. Because then you get to have the train, and it's faster than it would be with the airship. Because right now, you're going, like, was it 2 days? 3 days? But what if you need to go to, like, the other end of Bofo Calise or something?
Well, okay then. How about we just do that then? We use the train, but we park the ship in there. I don't know.
No,
Like-
I was saying as if, like,
Like,
'cause
I
right now,
think,
all you need to
I
do
think,
is go, like, 2 days trip.
I think,
I was saying
Yeah,
as
we're
in, like,
fine
if you
for
really
now.
needed to go
We're
to,
fine
like,
for
the
now.
other side of the prime material plane.
Oh, okay.
oh, I've actually been meaning to ask you
Okay.
guys. Is this after
Because
we
then it'd
do
still
this?
take you,
Yeah,
like,
if we went
2
to
months
Arrows.
to
You want us-
fly over to Bofo
like,
Calise.
I've been kind of
Mhm.
curious about a place. Like, would you guys be willing to check out third? Is it how you pronounce that? Thirdon?
Vrdnd.
Thirdon.
Dum.
Thirdon.
The dumb. Okay then.
Thirdon. Got Thirdon?
Oh, the
Well-
dwarf place.
Yeah.
I
like
need
it's
to go.
See if I can find someone to craft this gun thing for me.
Okay, so
How about this?
we take ship to the ruins. Then the third we can take the train back.
Sounds feasible enough.
Because we won't have to stop halfway.
Sure. Fine, yeah.
Okay.
alright.
I'm just like you guys do. I'm getting confused, so I don't know.
Very confusing.
Trust me, I'm confused as well.
Right.
So they want to go from here to Gurnalum on the airship, then the Vrdnd, then train back.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Or train to wherever we're going next.
Or train to wherever you're
Okay.
going next.
Okay. I guess.
I guess.
Is everyone agreed?
I like the plan.
Yes.
Still have to figure out who's watching the ship when we're in.
I had a thought about that. If I'm okay to say.
Go on.
I mean, you're part of the party.
Well, you guys had that weird rope thing. You could just have the ship anchored up in the air and then put the rope down.
Can we?
Oh.
Mm,
And then just. that could
Wouldn't
work.
that risk
I-
it being stolen still?
and it'd make it more of a visible target. Unless we can hide
Oh,
it
well,
somewhere.
I could just sit
Well,
on the
it's
a
boat
bit
if you
more-
need.
Oh,
No.
We need everyone.
I could leave
That's not-
Frieza up there.
Wow, okay. I'm trying to be nice, but okay.
Oh, trust
We
me,
need-
you
we
don't
need
want to do
everyone.
that, because I had a group I did that with once, and they left me in there for like 2 days, because it turns out it was a dungeon, and I just sat there for 2 days doing nothing. It
Hmm.
was really boring.
Well, you could also couldn't you leave? I actually out of character forgot your fairy's name.
Lupine.
She flips you off.
Lupine.
Lupine.
Lulu. Yeah. Couldn't you
fucking
also?
Who's Lulu? Who's Lulu?
His fairy.
Lupine,
Familiar?
you mean?
Lupine.
What's my
Yeah,
Allison?
sure. Destiny.
Stars.
Okay. No.
Stars.
Okay.
Stars.
They're so beautiful.
I mean, what I'm saying is, couldn't you leave Lupine up there too?
Mm,
Make sure nobody tries to take our ship. I can leave Frieza up there, and
I
yeah,
can
he'll
leave
look towards
Lupine
Lupine.
around to spook anyone who tries to interfere.
I think we wouldn't even need Lupine or Frieza up there if he left Connor up there.
I think Connor
Honestly.
would still need a company.
Well, I mean,
I believe
mean,
he's in agreement.
obviously, like, I don't
So for
think
Krieger.
Frieza's going to be thrilled of traveling down from a high place.
So it'd be
Sorry,
Frieza.
you guys have been floated over like the past
And
20
Connor.
minutes.
I
It's
know,
been
I wanted
really
some-
annoying me.
Guarding.
I wanted
the
them-
I'm so
airship,
sorry.
yes.
It's fine.
I'm sorry, I've fucking been so much.
Don't worry.
Huh.
What are we doing then? I mean, we just sat here. We've finished our food. Should we get going?
Like, let's.
If we're not forgetting anything else,
I suppose we could discuss this when we actually get to our destination.
that
Mhm.
is also true. We have a couple-day journey after all.
Yeah.
Right then, is everyone full? Is anyone wishing to order
and-
anything else?
We do have to see Grawl off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 4 days.
4 days.
4 days travel.
Yeah.
Right. Let's get going.
Oh god, I don't want to think about this. All right, let's go.
As you all awkwardly shuffle out of the tiny booth that is set there before the window. As actually for you, it's not so bad because it's the same size as what an Otterfolk would sit at. So for once, you were actually comfortable at a seat.
You could actually see the rest of his body.
As you guys would follow along behind Grawl as he would make his way back to the Mages Guild, as he'd stand there at the door and it's just kind of.
This isn't goodbye. It's just see you later,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Exactly. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
When I next see you guys, I hope. What?
Sorry, this is just a more of an out character thing. Just
Mm-hmm.
am I able to form a flower, like one that wouldn't
Yeah.
die?
Druid could,
One that
be-
wouldn't die. Arcana check.
Oh boy. My rolls are shit today.
Well, you've got you. There's plenty of d20s around.
You know what? Yeah, give me
take
somebody
the
else's
die.
die.
Every
so
episode.
fucking dumb.
Every
Take the
episode
Yeti
takes
die.
someone else's dice.
Every single episode.
Do I
And
go
here's
with
the
that
next
roll?
die in line.
do I go with that roll then? The one I just rolled.
No, just re-roll. Fuck it.
I'm gonna.
If someone next time someone
It's
misbehaves,
worse.
we'll just give them.
Should have kept the other one.
No, it's the exact fucking. I want to point out. No, actually,
No,
it's better.
wait.
It's better than the other two I've had. I had a natural 1, then a 2, now a 5. Brilliant.
I thought you rolled.
Slowly climbing up.
I thought you got 11 last time.
Wasn't
twos
it
are
the same
backwards.
So
dice?
that would be
The
a.
twos are backwards, if you remember.
That'd be a 6. Wait. Yeah, that'd be a 6.
6?
God's sake.
I'd say you know how to make one that lasts a lot longer than a normal one. It's not last forever, but one that would last quite a while instead of one that would, you know, die in like a few days.
Alright then, I'll just make one of them.
So you form the flower out of the vines that curl around you, as you would then let it basically calcify, as it would retain the color that it has. It kind of droops a small amount, as you've essentially fossilized it in your hands. As you hand him the flower, he just kind of starts tearing up again as he shakily takes it, just holds it really close to his chest.
Alright. Goodbye, everyone. I'll see you later.
Bye, girl.
Until next
turns
time.
around
we
and
love
rolls.
you.
Okay.
Take care.
He turns around and pushes open the doors as you just see him slam the door into somebody's face as he just goes, I'm here to leave, let's go! As this very exhausted looking Dragonborn mage just kind of rubs his snout and just closes the doors.
Hope we will be reunited. with
Really
them
sad
soon.
now.
Until next time.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, I would like to mention
Shall we
this.
continue?
Grawl is my uncle
Jesus.
watched the first few episodes. Grawl is his favorite character.
Nice.
Big old Grawl.
Of Grawl.
Well, I guess it's time to get to.
Let's see if
Cari.
we can find Kiri.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Dragon District, let's go.
Yeah.
You guys
Ooh.
head for the Dragon District, and it would be very easy to find Kiri. As you ask one of the Sariv, they would just inform you that she's in a room. As you head on over there, her personal Sariv would open the door and let you in, as you would find Kiri half dangling off of her bed as she is still asleep. As you would just see the little dragon just half drooping off of the bed.
Oh no.
You'd see some of the
Alright,
Twinger
it's
just
still
kind of
very early.
sat on her, her head's like dangling downwards. They just sat on her horns.
Gonna take off my bag and lay it down and let
Outpour the
The Twinger
Twinger like
within
Pikmin.
kind of.
scatter out. Yeah.
They're now like examining her room. Some are like going in different directions and clambering up things. Others are like wandering up her bed.
Do we wake her up?
Probably.
Wait, I got an idea.
I would say
Let's
try
get
to let
the-
her rest.
Wait, no. She wants to get a surprise for this? We'll give her a surprise. Can I?
I don't want to get sleeping
No.
gassed.
No, it's fine. Don't know. Just gonna kind of like slowly like gather the Twinger up. I guess like
You
the
just
ones
kinda
that have been, the ones
slowly,
who
like,
will
scoop
come in,
up
just kind of
ones,
like
yeah.
gesturing them just kind of leading them outside, just outside the door. And I want to try and teach them to like play a tune with their little shakers.
Give us a performance check at advantage.
Let's go. I'm so glad I got that performance with advantage.
Use a different dice.
Oh my.
For the love of God, use a different dice.
Why are you cursed today?
Dude, what the?
Use a different dice.
Get that one.
The heck?
You know, Oracle, rejoin and then roll again.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
Give me a moment.
What is this?
Let's see if this fixes it. Let's see
Some
if
Will
this
Wheaton
fixes it.
shit
This is,
going
yeah, I
on.
was gonna say, this is like some. This is some
What's
wheel.
the
Whoa,
first
you
roll she got? Because I know the second one's
She
a
got a
1.
1. She got a 1 her first roll. Or for this one, or the
What the what?
ever like
For
this entire this
one,
for this
yeah.
session?
I
For
was
this
gonna
session?
say, no way.
For this
Yeah,
session?
No
just
way
now.
she got 2 nat ones.
No,
Yeah, I
no.
was gonna say, no way she got 2
No.
Okay, I'm
ones.
back.
Yeah.
Let's see how this goes.
Okay.
Let's go.
Hey.
Okay. Okay.
19.
Yeah.
Plus
Okay.
one.
There you go.
Yeah.
See? Nice rejoin. A nice
I was-
flushing
I
of your
was gonna-
systems.
I was gonna say like I want to move away from her. I don't want to catch what she has.
The
24.
weak
You're in quarantine.
Yeah, quarantine.
24.
24.
Yeah,
I
you
don't want to
successfully-
wake up Curry though. Kiri, sorry. Don't want to wake up
You've
Kiri.
done this out in the hall, so the sorry with you are just kind of confused as you're sat there whispering to the floor and pulling out your little your lyre and just like at them at the floor. But they would eventually start like chiming along with the beat that you're giving them. As they're now excitedly kind of dancing around, they kind of just got into it now. They don't even care that they're just standing out in the hall. They're all just like dancing along to this little tune. As the guards are now kind of like a little, where the fuck is this noise coming from? As there's just these little like chimed maracas coming from nowhere.
So if they're all distracted now, I'm gonna walk back in with them like a little parade.
Yeah, you go walking back in, and it's like Pied Piper. As just this little sea of tringers is coming behind, like. Behind.
Amazing.
Mhm.
Doesn't wake up.
We do it louder then.
Performance
Louder.
check again. Let's see how loud you can get it.
Ooh, Kuro, your mic.
Your mic just died.
Your mic just blew up again. Oh boy.
Yeah.
That scared
That's
the
an
shit out of me.
18, so I think 23 then, if it's performance.
Performance.
I could be a little mean, but I could wake her up.
No. We'll wake her up in the best way possible. A parade.
As you've got them basically head banging and like, like doing their little maracas as they go.
I'm like, dude, the Eldorado, like.
As she finally like kind of lifts her head, croons the neck like around 180 to look at you. As she then just eyes go wide and she just out of bed just into a pile on the floor of like wings and limbs as she like curls and skitters back to her feet and just stares at this little parade of twinkers all like rocking the fuck out to be as loud as possible.
Secretly, all I had in my head was to just de-tribute. That's literally all I had in my head.
Makes us
Best song in the world.
Ah, I love it.
The song in the world. Oh.
It's just a tribute.
Couldn't remember.
I'm sorry.
The song in the world. All right.
As she just sits there, just slowly puts her cheeks in her hands and is. This is the greatest wake up I've ever had.
Ta-da! Finishing act, pa. Everybody else pose, quickly! Pose! Pose or as in kick in the caboose. Okay, there we go. There we go.
I think Kura's.
There you go.
There you are.
I don't know what happened. That's my mod
Kura,
mic
two
that
poses.
fucking blew up, I guess.
Yeah.
Weird.
That's never happened with this. I need to buy an index soon. Fuck.
But yeah, as you guys pose, she just kind of. There's so many. As she scoots closer, she just buries her snout into the crowd. That kind of just like does the little ragdoll over as she just plows into them like a little cow catcher into the group, and just like scoops like a big handful either side closer. There's so many. As they're now just like clambering all over her, and it looked like something out of a horror scene if it weren't for the fact that they're little twingers. She just
Morning.
lays out flat on the floor as there's just all these twingers climbing on her now.
Right.
Let him. Let him
Hang out for a bit, yeah.
wear themselves out for a second. Yeah. We'll give him a few minutes to settle down on their own.
As you guys get to watch Kiri drag them around the room, showing them every random thing that she has. Her collection of books, her sending scroll box, where she's been practicing how to paint. Oh, this is her telescope. Wow, everyone look at my telescope. Oh, come on up onto my bed, I've got a slide. And, you know, it's just like this. She goes around the room showing them like every minute detail before eventually coming back to you guys and just sitting there as they're just like all over her. They are all over her, just clambering up and
It's like
down
a
her, some are
coat.
like dangling off her horns as she's just sat there with this big dopey grin on her face.
Okay, so. Oh, we should so only we can see them. That's something to remember.
You probably
Mhm.
don't tell your
Guards that they're
around, or else they'll probably get like kind of weirded out.
Oh, okay.
Just so they don't think they're going crazy.
haven't really had to feed them.
No.
Well, they like plants though.
Yeah.
Well, we have the garden, so can always have a snack there.
I mean, just in general, they like plants, not really to
yeah.
eat, just they enjoy plants.
Right, okay. Maybe I can get a plant in
Sorry.
my room.
Gotta sit down, crisscross applesauce, and kind of looking at the small crowd. So, guys, it's a lot safer here, to be honest.
We're going to be going to a lot of weird places.
Dangerous.
What do you think about Cari?
They all just start excitedly, like, chittering their little shakers. Then they have to, like, slowly dive themselves down so they don't just keep chiming along.
Okay, so they're pretty excited about her. Alright.
I'm going to go get the house, and I'll bring him back over.
We could just ask some of the guards to go get it.
I was gonna say, Like, you didn't really ask them if they wanted
We
to stay.
could
or not.
also hand it off. We could also hand it
Hand it
off.
off to them before we leave.
Well, as well, we can ask them if they want to stay
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
Kiri.
like we didn't
I mean,
we didn't actually ask them. We asked them
you're
how we
here
felt.
too.
Okay, we'll ask.
How do you feel about staying with Kiri instead of us?
And there's this brief moment where you see some people ready to start answering, and then there's kind of like this moment of everyone kind of realizing what you're asking. As then you would watch them all just slowly filter off of Kiri, off her back and down her tail, before like all congregating in this big pile together. As you'd see, they're all obviously having like a little discussion between each other. As you would watch them kind of have this congregation around this little circle they've built, you can hear them kind of chiming between each other, and there's obviously this little language that you guys can't hear, but they're gesturing at each other and pointing at things and all this, and it takes them a good, 5 minutes before you would watch 6 of them split off from the rest. 2 of them being the ones that had upgraded to the flowers. As you would watch these 6 separate away, they would all come towards one of you each, apart from one of them, which would follow the one going to Shae. As the rest would all congregate around Kiri's, where Kiri's sat. As each one
Guess
of
they
the
wanna keep
Twingers
eyes on
that
us.
had separated would, clamber up onto each of your shoulders to go with you.
Yeah.
As you all essentially have one Twinger, except for Shae, who has 2.
Yay!
I believe they have made their choices.
Seems like it.
And yeah, if we could ask one of the
Guards or even an aide to carry the house because it's heavy.
my
I
arms
can do
hurt.
that.
Okay.
You're gonna ask someone or you're gonna carry?
Yes. No.
Okay.
I'm confused.
Yes to the first one, no to the second.
Oh,
She
okay.
has her guard to carry it after all.
And I am not very big.
Okay. So you guys,
Drop off that note to see.
Why do you
Not
drop
yet.
a note off to sea?
It's like a memo.
Oh,
Well, he already knows. All you need to do is think about him hard for a while, and he'll hear you.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
Okay.
You just start thinking Seath over and over. As you sit there concentrating on Seath, you would feel this tingle in the back of your head like pins and needles on the inside of your skull. As you would just hear, "Yes, can I help you?" Just echo out from nowhere.
I'm just thinking the same name. I'm not. It's like the monkey with the tambourines, like the flips and all
Oh my
that. There's just me, just.
I'll let you go back to what you were doing. And then that feeling
Well-
fades away.
Gill's like, and he's thinking, "See, can you come here?"
And you sit there thinking, maybe it didn't work, and then you would see walk round the corner from the entryway into Kiri's room. You'd see Seath just come walking in on those thin legs, as he'd then just sit down at the door and just, "Good morning, Kiri. Can I help you?"
Oh, okay.
Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Don't think about it.
So
Don't think about it.
I
Don't think about it.
Everyone does it when they first find out.
He can read my thoughts. Oh god. Like he's like this. He's
She's not even saying it. Just
It's just in your
try
head.
not to think about it. Just try not to.
Well, now it's gonna slowly dawn that he can read minds, and he's gonna panic.
You all realize I don't actively read your minds unless I hear you saying my name, right? I'm not that rude.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good to know. But I assume you know then what I was going to ask you to do.
Well, yeah, because you were thinking about it earlier en masse in the entire group. It was hard to not hear my name get repeated over and over again.
Sorry.
My apologies. We
What's the
weren't
range of that?
aware.
Oh, my range?
Yeah.
I'd say pretty much most of the prime material plane.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh.
My predecessor could actually spread their mind past the planes.
2 other planes?
Wow.
Oh.
That just sounds like a headache. Like, what if a lot of people learn your name? Or someone else has your name?
There's not many people who do. And I've learned to filter out the ones who do use it incessantly.
Okay.
Weird.
Noted.
Um,
But yes, if you could just pass on that information.
I'll make sure that he knows when he's calmed down. I'll try affluence him to come on that subject matter a bit quicker.
Sorry about that.
I know he can be stubborn, but please remember, we are dragons.
Yeah.
Now, if you'll excuse me. Cari, your gems are ready for breakfast.
And he'd turn around and start walking out of the room as Cari just like giggles to herself and claps her little claws together.
Gems?
when
Gems?
when they said gems, do they mean like
I have steak and gems for dinner. And breakfast. And lunch.
you eat the gems?
What are
Like-
gems?
Like rocks?
Yes.
Like
I want
the
gems now.
currency.
Like the precious material.
Sometimes it's opals.
Are those worse or better
Okay,
than
wait, no, Shay,
gems?
you can't. You can't eat them. Like, I don't think your body could physically.
I want them.
Well, she
You
did eat
also
gold.
didn't you eat like
She did eat
80
gold.
things of gold?
We got those back.
Cari stands up and goes walking on her hind legs towards one of her drawers and opens it. And she pulls out this little jade little rock that glints and glimmers. And she just offers it up to Shay. I like these as a snack.
Don't.
I mean,
Like, I'm not gonna stop her.
Yeah, as she chews on it, you hear it actually crunch as she chews it up.
That's not the rock. That's her teeth.
oh god, stop talking about it, please.
Sorry.
Such shit timing.
It's
Sorry.
it tastes very kind of tinny, but you're able to chew it up and swallow it down.
How was it?
Tastes like you're eating a can. But it's alright.
As she says that, you realize her teeth are just covered in little glittery jade pieces, just like little dots, like glitter on her teeth.
Got a little
Tasty.
And
like
that's
right there.
how Shay invented the grill.
Jabber.
Sup, bro?
Sorry
Smile.
about that.
No, you're fine.
Stuff to take care of. And my controller
fine.
keeps disconnecting.
As
Okay.
Kiri would get up, she marches her way over to her guard as you watch her climb one of her guard and starts whispering in their ear. And he obviously just is okay with it. He puts an arm underneath her haunches so she doesn't fall as he just nods and helps set her down again as you watch him turn and march off. As she then comes scooting back in that high and mighty, like, I'm cool sort of way.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. You didn't
Did you
actually do
say-
anything to that guard that, like I told you about, right?
Maybe did a little thing to him.
What'd you do?
Well, I had him fired.
Ooh.
And then I sleep gassed him, and then I had my guards dangle him off the edge of Thilidor when he woke up.
Effective.
Well,
He looks really pale at the point. Like, oh.
Well, it seems like he won't. I can just the mental image of it.
He also has that mental image. He's just terrified though. Instead of laughing, he's terrified. Oh man.
An effective punishment. It
Oh,
was.
All
Oh.
I see
Oh
is
god, the video.
Luke Skywalker hanging under Bespin.
It's dead.
Yeah,
Well,
I'll get
yeah.
my afro a jingle.
I got a fucking chicken
Table
and
dog.
black bean bowl apparently that was like $2 on sale.
Nice.
Okay.
Guess we just head back to the ship and get ready to go then, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Indeed.
Alright. Like yo. Walk over to like we get
Bye, guys.
we get head off now.
Bye
Oh,
bye.
Group hug.
Oh.
Group
Group
hug.
hug. Group hug. Come on.
She just
Of course.
wings out for extra hugging
Mhm.
length. Just cuddles everyone into a hug as best she can. And then, like kids do, she's pretty much done with this. And as soon as the hug's over, she goes scampering off for breakfast as you would watch this little conga line of chwingers chasing after her.
actually, before she goes like, hey, is it okay if I
It'll be
if I take a
Hmm?
couple of the sending scrolls so I can send you messages like when on our adventures?
Oh, those aren't the real ones. She scoots back across, and she goes past the ones that are usually there. She pulls out this small box hidden away, pulls out a sending scroll, slides it back, and hands you it.
All right, so just one sending scroll. All right,
Okay, there.
he'll put it in he'll put it in his bag.
Bag of holding.
Bag. All right.
Breakfast
Bye.
time. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Enjoy your breakfast.
And she then goes scooting off down the hall.
Those aren't the
Alright.
ones. He starts to think to himself.
Nice.
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 Thank you.
Nice.
Nice.
Maybe it's just there for
Popping open
display.
a cold one with the
Maybe.
boys and Oracle.
Maybe there to, stop people pestering. I don't know.
Mhm.
We should get going though.
Yeah.
We don't want to linger too long.
Aye.
Let's be off then. Oh, have we informed Seath?
Yeah, we have.
Yes, we did. He apparently knew before we ever got here.
As you guys start leaving, you would see the contingent of dragons slowly coming out of their rooms. Obviously, each one getting ready for breakfast. You'd pass by Gindorath, who gives you a wave as she's passing by. You'd see...
Gin. So it's actually
Yes?
I was hoping to run into you.
yesterday. I know you're going for breakfast. You got a minute?
Yeah, of course. This way? She just motions
I
back
feel
to her
really
room
bad
briefly.
for spending that natural 20 because this is what I was going to use it for.
Oh no.
Sorry,
Yep.
everyone. Excuse us. As she scoots back into her room, bringing
Adrian with her.
Adrian, he's gonna try to make like a bit of a show about this. Best he can. He's going to conjure Destiny forth on his left side. He's going to, if there's a table, assuming there's a table somewhere in the room.
Oh, her room is full of like art supplies and easels and all this. There's plenty of space to put down things.
Yeah, so he's trying to really sell his shtick. As I put the bones and my spell
She
book
sits
beside
behind you,
them.
heads either side of you as she's just watching this.
And he's going to just move the bones into a pattern. But again, he's just selling it up.
zhuzhing out.
He's going to turn, he's going to turn and realize that they're surrounding him and
Oh, sorry.
that's fine. I wanted to let you know about because you wanted me to check in on your missing family. Sips. Yeah. While we were gone, I spent a couple days trying to use the bones and focus on them on the description you gave. I think I got something, but I think they were traveling or something. They seem. I'm not. I'm not
Table's
a
back.
dragon, so cool.
Alright. Woo!
I'm not a expert at all on dragons, but I think they're healthy. Because you were so worried, I wanted to let you know.
As you're doing this, give us a deception check.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Boy, it's fine. I still have luck.
Wishing you the best.
Oh yeah, it's fine. If they think I'm lying, they're probably just gonna assume that I'm, just trying to cheer them up. So it's fine. And I'm feeling lucky because I haven't used any of my bullshit today. I had a natural 20 for this, but I decided to use it for flavor text. Use it to avoid a fucking hug. Anyway. Okay, so 11. All right. So that's a 9.
9.
No, that's a
okay.
that's a 10. Pardon me, it's a -1, not
10.
-2. That's a 10.
Yeah.
So Adrian does a shit job at selling this.
Both of them see through you so easily. And they give this knowing look to each other. And they smile and just say, "Thank you so much for making sure she's safe." And they both give you a kiss either side of your head.
He's going to freeze. He's not blushing, he's just frozen.
And they just walk out. They just walk out.
You okay there?
You just see her leave the room
and go out back following everyone else.
Yeah, he's like, she's looking.
Things.
You okay
Hope
there?
that didn't backfire down the road. And it's fine. Yay! Just don't think about Cease. Who's gonna know? Maybe Cease. Oh no, don't think about him. Yes, I wasn't thinking about you.
Think about I don't know, everybody in their underwear. I don't know. There you go.
Cease in his underwear. No.
No, not him. I don't want him. No.
Cease is gonna be like,
What the
fuck?
Oddly enough, this isn't the first time I've had to block these images out of my mind.
I'm so sorry.
So you guys would head fully out of the Dragon District, out of Thilidor proper, as you head for your birth.
Can I just do a perception check to see if...
Sure.
Just curious about the people around us. That's about it. Oh boy, here we go with the shit rolls again. Fuck's sake.
Your momentary success has
Slipped away from you.
Yeah, probably so. 10.
This is to make up for like the
10?
the good roll she had at the beginning of the campaign.
Yeah, like
Oh.
the thank you and all that.
Mm.
Yeah.
The world is slowly
As-
starting to get into balance.
As you head on out, you would see that, you know, like there's a few people who are coming and going. You know, some people who have stopped to watch because they've noticed the Sariva, like obviously getting your boat ready to head off. But nothing massively stands out at you. The most you note is that Vice and his Wyvern are currently stood to one side of your boat as if, you know, ready to see you guys off.
Okay.
So you guys are able to get onto your boat and get it prepped, as you guys are able to ship off from Thilidor proper. As you take to the skies once more in your ship, the Remembrance. Sir, you are now going to be spending the next 3 days in travel.
Right.
Wait, was it 3?
It's 4.
4.
4.
You said 4.
4.
Mhm.
Sorry.
No, it's actually 3.
Don't worry about that.
Oh,
though.
really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good, dude.
So the next 3 days in travel. I take it you're flying, so I'd like you to do an animal handling check.
Animal handling?
Sorry,
For a
not
ship?
animal handling. Sorry, not animal
Yes.
handling.
Gotta tame it.
Me.
It's alive!
You gotta break her in. You gotta break her in.
The spirit of the
just
machine.
dex check.
I'm the Messiah. be praised.
he's gonna assist with it.
Okay.
Well, that's a 16.
That's good.
Yep, 16. Because
Flat
14
16?
plus 2.
Hmm.
I know, it's
Okay,
14
okay.
plus 2.
So as you head off, there are some things you know as you guys are spending time, you know, like figuring out the controls more properly and other things like that. There is a system, as you are obviously reading through the book while you're on the first day of
Yeah,
travel.
Yeah, I was gonna.
One thing you would note is there is actually an autopiloting system. That pin set map, you've realized as you're reading through this, you just kind of like realize, oh wait a second. As you fumble with the map, you grab one of the pins that make it up and pull it outwards as it switches from that steely color to this like illuminated red, as if it was hot. As the ship would then bank and shift a little to go on that course.
Oh, by the queen.
Oh, sweet.
We probably have to take control for
Landing and
storms and stuff, but
Well, yeah, obviously, so I would feel better if I did, but this solves,
this means you can
well,
sleep.
at least, yes.
Sorry, I lost my train of thought.
So, during these 3 days of travel, is there anything anyone wants to do?
Wizard bullshit. Let's go.
So
Wizard
you know,
bullshit.
So you know the call out the what do you call it the what we used before to call you guys in. The what was it, the announcement thing?
The speaker tubes.
Yes, the speaker tubes. She's gonna be on that, and she's gonna be.
Are you our fucking radio DJ?
She's gonna be basically doing the 99 bottles like on the wall.
Oh God!
Oh my. So you just sat there wherever you are on the ship, you just hear 99 bottles of ale, 99 bottles of ale.
And when it finishes, it goes straight back up. There are times where she'll forget where she is, so she'll just go straight back to the 99 again.
Can Gill stuff anything into the fucking horn in his room?
It's very easy to stuff the pipes.
I'm gonna stuff my horn.
Yeah. Stuff the pipe.
Yeah, he's gonna stuff the pipe.
As Adrian's trying to meditate on his magic bullshit.
Gill's just trying to sleep in between.
I'm trying to unravel the mysteries of space and time itself. I'm listening to 89 bottles of beer on the wall, 89 bottles of beer.
Wait,
come on!
Fucking frog all over again.
We'll start again. 99 bottles of beer on the wall.
It's like it's gonna be like on the trip on the way.
Is impressive.
On the trip, he's gonna do 3 things. Like, one, he's gonna study the book, learn as much as he can, and then he's gonna do what's basically amounts to training. Like where he will it's more of it's just practicing his aim for card throwing and stuff like that. So he can or
He set up what equates to a little dartboard in your room. As you've basically you've used basic stuff to draw out just like these little lines. As you're just at the other end of your room, just card throwing it across the room and sticking them into the door. As you're just one end of your room, just trying to do little tricks, like curl the card and things like this across the room.
Okay, there's gotta be one circumstance over the 3 days where it's like, thwip. Hey, Lucas, I wanted to ask you.
Why? Why?
Oh God! Why? Am I bleeding?
Why would you put that on your door?
Why are you opening my door without knocking?
Door or window?
Why are you opening my door without knocking?
It's the middle of the day.
Get out of my room! I'm playing Minecraft.
I'm doing private things in here, guys. Fuck off!
Why are you opening my door without knocking? Shoot, there was one more thing,
If
but
it
I
was
forgot.
Gill, I would have knocked. I know what he does.
Yeah, he.
Why would you?
And then the other
You're a
one,
religious man.
the last part was actually playing cards with Lupine.
Lupine's slowly getting better. Slowly getting better. Yeah.
This is a flush.
She just is on the table. She just stands up and just turns each card over. She's just having to stand them up. She's the same size as the cards.
Yes. Do I roll anything for the for anything for the
for the card throwing? Just
No, not the card, not the card throwing, but the manual.
Oh, the manual intelligence check.
All right.
See if you can learn more about this ship.
All right. That's a 12.
12?
Yeah.
You start learning more of the conveniences of the ship.
As you figure out how the bathroom works, for one, as nobody had actually bothered to figure out how the bathroom works. So you figure that out and disseminate this information among the crew. And second,
Oh, it's a lever. Okay.
It's over there.
Second, you would find, thanks to the manual, a set of gear that is called a pneumatic traversal harness. And that is 2 harnesses that attach onto the chest and down the forearms that end in these metallic braces that you would recognize as the same ones Vice used when coming onto the ship. They have a small little box on the back and cables that run down into the gauntlets that then have small little harpoon hooks on the end of the gauntlets.
We said we wanted those. We
And
said we wanted one of those.
these are for emergency exit of the vehicle.
Okay.
Oh, so there's one for
ships.
Yeah. Yeah.
There are only 2 on the ship, though.
The only airship pirates
full of hot air and skies.
With an actual fucking pirate.
Alright. I'll do the dex check it next.
Remember when they didn't want us to sell us an airship because they were afraid we'd use it for selfish gain?
That's for the card tricks. It's a 10.
You can consider this day
You're already pretty good at it.
as the day
so
you
most
almost
you're doing
caught
is just keeping up with what
Captain
you're doing.
Gill, a shark slayer.
As he proceeds to fall off the airship.
All in favour of
mini
throwing
reef
Gill off
frame.
the ship.
I'm assuming that
We need
she's
him to land.
yeah.
We need him to land.
We'll land by ourselves.
That's called crashing.
87 bottles of beer on the wall.
Ema,
You said you were doing
Yes.
mid shit.
what
I'll
made
be-
shit are you
On
doing?
I'll be
day
back.
3, I'm gonna do my. Actually, in the first 2 days, I'm just gonna be passively studying the crystal, trying to figure out its shape. I'm sketching it. I'm casting identify and just trying to figure it out. And this is gonna be a
Arcana check.
long-term project. It's gonna be a long-term project.
I'll say advantage because you're doing it over the course of 2 days.
I'm gonna be doing it over the course of whenever I have free time. But
Yeah, but you know what I mean, is in like
Ultra advantage.
dedicated time on it.
Ultra advantage.
not great. Not great. 7 plus. Hang on. 14.
14. This thing is old, seriously old, and while you've gotten
Very old.
information from the identify, there's not much else you've been really able to glean. It's just a slim, smallish crystal, about yay big. Kind of brittle. You feel like you could crack it with your bare hands.
Yeah.
And in the center is that swelling mass. And there's not really much else that you can glean aside from that.
It's just that sheer curiosity. And on day 3,
One thing you found as well is that it doesn't seem to be able to be broken outside of your, like, what it says of, like, a person cracking it. Dropping it
Okay,
doesn't yield anything.
So it has to be
anything
with
like that.
intent.
It has to be with intent for it to break.
Yeah, okay.
Interesting.
day 3, roll the bones. Going to do my ritual.
Stars. Stars.
Oh my god.
And roll it. is a 18.
18.
Doesn't happen.
Okay. So you get this brief view of a large ocean-like place, huge and vastly flowing. You would see currently in view of these extraplanar, extra universal flames. You would see a boat sailing along the sea. It looks ornate and very pretty. But on the surface of the boat, you would see nothing but undead currently sailing it. As you would see them just kind of going about the business as if this is just a normal
everyday thing. As another boat comes into view, you would see them raise white flags to each other to signal that, you know, they're not anything to worry about for each other. As you would see, the other boat has what appears to be zombies on it. As you sit there wondering, is this just the realm of dead people? The image fades.
That's weird.
He's gonna think about that for a bit. That's all the wizard bullshit I have for now.
Anything you two want to do for these 3 days?
While Gill's not driving, he's going to continue trying to teach Frieza how to speak. As well as
Frieza,
trying to...
meanwhile, has grown another scale. He is now like that of a Great Dane. It's like big dog.
Oh, does he still fit?
He still fits it. Remember, he made the box to fit its full proper size.
Okay.
He's now at the point where he can stand on his very tiptoes and poke his nose out the top of the box.
Okay. Damn, that's a big ass box. So he would continue to try to teach Frieza how to speak and train with Frieza. Like combat.
Charisma check for the first one. And then just a wisdom check for the second. Oh no, it was just training, wasn't it? Not actual like teaching. So yeah, just athletics.
What? Okay, that I was like, what is that?
That's
an 8.
Charisma?
Charisma.
I'm just gonna get some orange juice.
Am I dumb? Where is it?
Go get your orange juice. To the bottom.
Do we have a kitchen on the ship?
So
No.
a 9.
No, I.
That's something you guys are gonna need to get on the ship because apart from the rooms, there's nothing on this ship.
Mm-hmm.
What was the other one?
This one would be athletics for training.
Oh my god, these rolls. That one is 11.
11?
Yeah. The first one was 9, that one was 11.
So, with the trying to teach it English, common, it's not very receptive. The most it does is just keep parroting like the first thing you taught it at you again and again and again, before getting bored and just wandering off. Combat training goes a little better, though it's more it just dodging you. It doesn't make any attempt to like fight back or anything. It's like having a big cat. When it's not interested, it's not interested.
Fair enough.
But with its current size, I'd say it's now big enough to be ridden by as a mount for you.
Let's go. Should have went Cavalier.
Kuro, is there anything you are doing for the 3 days?
Alright, so I would like to do 3 things.
Mm-hmm.
First would be to fuck, attuned to the bullseye lantern, which isn't actually a bullseye lantern. I still have not found the name for that or description.
It's like
But
target
attuned
lantern
to
or
the
something like that.
lantern.
We really need to go look at that VOD again at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, attuned to the lantern. Second, he'd like to he'd clear out space on a table in his room, lay out his leaf hood. He'd pull out the white vial of the cure, create some healing drought and start experimentation. See if he could either replicate the effects or just replicate the effects. I can't think of other words.
Mm-hmm.
The third thing is, assuming because one Schwinga was on each of our shoulders, right?
You basically all have a Twinger with you, yeah.
He would like to speak to both Connor, or no, not both Connor. Speak to the Chwinga in Primordial, because I'm pretty sure that's one of the languages. And converse with them. See if he could give him a name and try to get him interested in the art of alchemy to turn into one of his little companions.
In before Connor gets jealous.
Well, the Chwinga aren't really capable of speaking, per se.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
the
I
most
know.
you get is kind of yes-nos, and you learn that Chwingas don't have names. That's one thing you learn is that Chwingas don't really have names.
Can I name him?
He says he's okay with that.
Wes.
Wes and Connor.
Wow. Some really hyper original names there.
Right?
Perfect.
I'm gonna have
and I'd
my
like an
own
Arcana
little
check
minion.
for your attempt at replicating distillation.
Gill's just gonna call his Sir Thornton.
Okay.
No particular
16.
reason.
Adrian's not going to force
16?
identity upon this small sentient creature.
And what was the value you were trying to replicate?
Gill's just better with names.
Probably for the cure, probably replicate
First one hits it,
the
hold it.
effects it has for negation towards the bile black goo.
Yes, yes. I would say that you successfully do. You have figured out the alchemical requirements for making this,
But they are expensive. As you figure out, based on rough estimates, that it would cost almost 100 gold per vial.
I gotta update my sheet too with how much gold I got, but gotcha.
So that's something you can do when you get to major cities with, alchemy shops. You'll be able to.
Oh no!
Choose to.
Okay. I was like, did I die?
It was just
I
a
also
hiccup.
thought I
It was just a hiccup.
Oh,
all of us died.
oh, wow! That was a oof. Oh boy.
but yeah,
Okay, so
Yeah, when you get to a place with an alchemical shop, you can use 100 gold to replicate that.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Did I hear
So-
black bile?
White vial.
I still have a vial of it, mind you.
Give me it. Come on, you know
You're not getting it. It's in my bag of holding. You're not getting it.
I'll crawl in there and I'll get it myself.
Actually, it's right
Damn
here.
you.
If you want it.
So,
If they're
Oh my
like how
God.
big? By the way, how big are the rooms? How big are the rooms?
the rooms, I'd say
Yeah.
They
each
gotta be
room.
small.
They gotta be
each-
small,
Each
right?
room is like. You see, from this line here to this line here.
Give me a second.
Oh, so I could
Yeah.
actually
So
lie
from-
down on the floor perfectly fine.
From
like a
here to
goon.
there.
Okay, it's not
Yeah.
that bad.
You'd have
Like, it is a
like
bunk
a
quarters.
bed, a table, a little trunk by the door for like your clothes and personal items, and like a shelf.
Yeah. Alright.
Sort of
If
thing. It's
yeah.
it's not huge.
On his shelf, he's gonna put down the his I think it's a crystal tier. He's gonna put up his summoning thing because he can't use it right now.
Okay. Sir, we come to the dawn of the fourth day.
The morning arises, and those that exit out into the ship.
Actually, Shay, you stated for these days you've just been getting up and doing the 99 bottles thing every day.
Yeah.
Since that means you would be up there, I would like you to make a perception check.
Let's go! Natural 20!
Nat 20.
Holy fuck.
Nat 20, baby! Let's go!
Here comes our
Gonna
death.
go downhill from here.
Wait, we had
Yo, dude,
We
it's
had
been,
weapons installed.
Yeah.
well, it's been
So,
5
Dicidius,
episodes since we've had any
It was a
trouble,
natural
so
20
you know what? If this is our impending death,
23 being perception.
Okay.
we
We
go
deserve it.
out.
Blazing.
So, what you would see as you crest over this mountain range here, come the early morning, as you're cresting this mountain range, something you would see is plumes of smoke coming out from the canyon where Gern Alum roughly is.
Is anyone awake right now or no?
This is early morning. I'm talking like 4 a.m.
What?
Mm,
Would Gill be up
Okay.
that early?
Well, you'd
Would
probably have been
you?
through a chunk of the night and then rest, woken up
That's
for the
fair.
morning.
Yeah.
Shit, and I don't think I could use the thing because of the fact I've been doing like the whole 99 bottle things. You've all plugged the fucking things up.
Well,
I'm gonna leave it a couple
was
I'm
it
just
a
gonna roll- I'm gonna roll
constant
something.
thing?
watching.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
it was a
roll this.
constant thing.
Yeah, it was constant.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah,
if it
if
was
it's
a
constant-
thing, Gil would have left it fucking plugged up.
Yeah.
Yes.
If it was constant, like
then,
into the night, then yeah, he would
yeah,
he would have to
was
plug it up.
constant.
So yeah.
Oh no,
Why would you
it
do
wouldn't
that
be
through-
through the night. It wouldn't be through the night though.
Okay,
That's
if
the
it
only thing.
wasn't through the night,
Okay, so if
Gil
you
would've
actually let us
unpl-
sleep, then
Yeah.
yes, I
Yes.
would have
Yeah.
left
It
it
would have.
open.
It would
Yeah.
have been yes. It would have been unplugged
Oh my
because
God.
Gil would have been like, "I need to unplug this in case they need me to drive."
Xavier would have
So,
forgotten
yes.
to unplug it, so he does not know shit.
I was gonna
can-
roll to see if I would unplug it. Yeah, I would
It's a
unplug it.
14.
He would have unplugged it. If-
As we get closer, then can I see what it is?
With your perception check, I would say that you can't see what it is, but you recognize the color of the smoke as that has something been something that is caused by gunpowder. It's dark blackish smoke.
Oh. Shit. Okay, then I'm gonna do the whole like, hey, so I know I've been using this a lot recently.
Oh God.
Oh,
Just the
She just is not very alarming yet, so I'm still asleep.
It's just like
This-
everyone's expecting the 99 bottles to start.
Distant
Uh,
snoring.
It's morning.
as we're approaching our destination, there's smoke. Not on us, but our destination has smoke. It looks like something was fired. We might
well,
be getting shot. I don't know. Please come up.
well,
Emergency, I
that-
guess. Knock on all the doors.
Gil would have
Thank
got up,
you.
started banging on doors as you ran down.
99 bottles of his on the wall.
Oh my
And I put it away.
Oh, just that one, yeah.
Yeah, it's just that one. I'm sure that would have got people up.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah,
He-
so
like-
he would have woken up at 99 bottles.
So he didn't hear anything else.
Well, as is running, he's banging on the doors to wake people up.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
If a
like,
minute
I'm
goes
gonna say
past
he-
and nobody's
Situation.
up as well.
You-
Smoke on the
Right.
horizon.
he,
Gunfight.
he would get up and go.
Well,
Going.
Book.
Come up now.
Hood. Bird.
Gill is on the way up.
Taking too long. Get up now.
Saber's getting
I-
his stuff on.
As you all groggily get up and start heading out onto the actual deck, as soon as you guys are through the hatch, you would see that big plume of black smoke in the air.
I told
Does not
you,
seem
and it
good.
wasn't 99 bottles of beers on the
Cut.
wall, okay?
Ooh, okay, that's
I'm sorry.
No, I use you as basically as an alarm at this point.
Yeah.
All right, let's.
That doesn't look good,
we're
though.
gonna slow this down a little bit.
Maybe go lower? I don't know.
Like he will be at attention and just like making be like at like basically away from Gill in case like he he's basically needs to pull this thing.
Basically, just gonna slow the ship down and try to cause it to sink lower as well.
As you start bringing her down closer towards the ground. Just give us a dex check.
Advantage because I'm helping.
Every time.
I'd say advantage because everyone is currently awake and can help with any way that you're begging for them to do.
How far are we? Are we like miles away, or are we in like?
I'd say a few
Stone's
miles
throw?
at this point. A few
Okay.
miles at this point because I said that you'd noticed it here.
Oh god.
So you
Okay.
guys have like a few hours
So it is-
before actually arriving.
It is a big like it is whatever it is sizable.
Yeah.
13. 11 plus 2.
I want this soundtrack.
This is nice.
Isn't it?
I don't know what it's from.
Outer Worlds.
Outer Worlds?
Outer
Oh,
Wilds,
yeah.
sorry.
Oh.
Out of wilds.
Oh,
I got my
bloody hell,
battle
it
music
is.
for tomorrow.
I'm playing
So
Out of
what did you
Wilds.
13. 11 plus 2.
13? Okay, so you guys managed to bring her lower and down, closer towards the edge of it. As you get closer towards it, you would get towards the canyon's roof. As you come closer, you have the options of either like bringing her to a stop at the edge of the canyon's view, or just keeping at that low pace and heading closer.
I'm not afraid of walking.
So, neither am I.
This canyon, by the way, is fucking huge. This isn't just a, pop down and walk the rest of the way. This is you would be spending like 2 days travel on foot.
This is
2 days.
I
is a
say
bit.
this would probably be more of a try to scout and see what we can see from a better vantage point kind of thing instead of walking.
So you bring her
Let's get
slow.
us real high then.
Well, if we get any higher, if there's anything there, they'll see us. But if we're on the top of the canyon, we could look down.
If we're really high, they won't be able to hit us.
Yeah,
As a
but we
transport,
would
we
also,
wouldn't
if
be
they
able to
see
see.
us, yeah, and if they see us, we lose our element of surprise.
So as you bring the ship closer towards the edge, you would see out through this massive canyon that is almost like an L shape. At the beginning of this canyon, you would see that the dwarves of old have burrowed down like literally carved a sheer face down from this canyon to make it just keep going into this blacky abyss below. But from there would be a stone bridge that has been built with these long spires that reach down into that blackness that curves around the L, so there's no space like anywhere near the outer walls or anything that have been carved sheer flat, smooth, or mostly smooth. And this bridge that curves the L along towards this huge entry gateway of Gurn Lum that looks big enough that you could sail the ship right through those open gates that are like bent and broken inwards. The rest of the outer wall of Gurnalum's face, you would see nothing but these huge, like you can visibly see them from here large, cannon holes. Some are like bent and pointed in wrong directions, some have been like smashed in with boulders that have been thrown, but you would see that there is just countless numbers of these huge cannons on the front. And you would see currently laid out, being dragged back towards the entrance, you would see huge giant skeletons dragging the corpse of a bifurcated giant. His lower half left partway along the bridge as they're just dragging the rest of its corpse back towards Gurnalum.
Well, that complicates things.
That's not good.
What's going on?
Gill
Dead
relays
giants
that
killing
information.
normal giants.
Yes.
I still don't understand.
Neither do we really.
Okay.
We don't know what's happening down there, but it can't spell good for us.
Well, we could try at least.
Question is, how do you want to get down there? Those gates are big enough we could sail through, but some of
They
those
will
cannons might be
definitely
functional.
see us.
Yes. And
So
if any of
another
those
way
cannons work, we're...
How
Where's
far?
the smoke coming
how-
from?
Can we still see the smoke?
There is some smoke, and it is pluming off of 4 of the barrels that you can see. It looks like they used the cannons to take down the other giant.
Oh,
So, working cannons.
We
I'd say flight speed, it's
It's like an hour's flight.
maybe we should play this sneaky.
Alright.
we're here listening.
Just sneak in, rather than sail the ship.
Yes, but we have
Get
to get
shot
down
down.
there first, and it looks like it might take us a while if we go on foot.
Who knows what might happen that time too?
Actually, don't we have that rope? The infinite rope.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We could go straight down.
What?
Could save us time.
To the gate?
I mean,
Adrian's gonna look over the edge and like gesture at how big this place is.
and
We're not
well,
gonna do this. This isn't going to be a day thing.
Well, I am aware. I'm just saying it's going, by a rough estimate, it's going to take us a few days maybe to get down, and then we have to cross that long bridge.
So we need
I-
to find a safe spot for the ship.
I think the safest spot for the ship would probably be up here. We use the infinite rope to get down there a little faster.
We're going to have it at least out of view of them, right?
Oh, absolutely, yes. And then we will leave, I suppose, Connor and Frieza. And if Lupine wants to stay as well, she can, to guard the ship.
No, thanks. I'm good, thanks.
she could come in handy as well. They'd be likely to miss her.
He can turn invisible.
Oh, well, she will definitely be useful then. Okay, we leave the ship up here. It's being guarded.
I do have my broom, which would make traveling down much quicker. However, that would only cover for pushing it 3 of us.
What if he grabs the rope, flies down, braces it, and we can slide down it?
We could do that, yes. That would... Instead of going just straight down.
Yeah. Landing might hurt, but...
Yeah. Unless we had something to break our fall.
Alright, how about this? I can just cast a spell and we can all get down there fine.
Alright.
I mean, we'll all have to go at the same time, though.
So, like, we
I can
all,
only
like...
go down, though. It's only down. Only works for down.
Well, I think either way, we have to figure out a way to get back up, too. I suppose... Yeah, the rope would work, and he can just... Doesn't the rope have, like, a... Like, almost like a zipline thing that can...
It's
I forget
like,
how
it's
it
like
works.
a metal end.
It's an anchor.
I forgot how it works.
has, you grab onto the end, you activate it, and it zips and it pulls you through anything. To
Okay.
get to the
It
original
basically
spot.
will pull you along the path that you originally went. It like think cartoon logic where it just goes through everywhere you've been.
You need to get a ladder.
Have
like
you
a rope
seen?
ladder.
Take a Thor's hammer; it will go through whatever it has to.
Okay, that makes sense.
How far away are we from the ground, by any chance?
From the ground, I'd say about 225 feet.
Okay.
On the,
Okay.
you mean on the ship to the top of the cliff you're at right now? I'd
Mhm.
say maybe
Yeah.
like 30 feet.
Oh. Well.
I mean, if everyone's good to go.
Mm-hmm.
No time like the present, I suppose.
Alright, just park the ship where you want her.
So clarification, you're talking about jumping down into the pit.
What's
Or
what's
do you
the
mean
target?
jumping down before the bridge?
Gate?
Like, are you talking like
Well,
this
that's
or
what we
this?
were. Which do you think would be better?
I think we should start at the gate so we know how to get out.
Okay. So, the gate.
So you're gonna make your way around the canyon basically to get above the gate.
Sounds like it.
Okay. So you guys take way more time to go down and circle around the entirety of the outer canyon so that you are not in any view of those cannons. As you make your way to the top above the door and set down the remembrance, you would see why nobody has really made a chance of getting down here, as above the cannons are these huge barbed spikes that are curved up at the side. And you would see that when these things, like, obviously in the past, these things were built on tracks to move back and forth like a saw blade.
Oh.
Now
Oh,
they are
no.
dormant, Some are like interlocked awkwardly and broken in places. You can see part of the track down the way is like split off and is like.
So it's
dangling
clearly
over
been
one of the
destroyed.
cannons. Yeah.
Okay.
But in the past, this thing would have been moving. Anything going down there would have just been sliced to ribbons.
That is terrifying.
Well, just
Okay.
Each of these
Don't
cannons,
fall.
by the way, is large enough for not the balloon, but the body of the ship of the Remembrance to go into. These
those
cannons are fucking huge.
Do any of them
So,
look
yeah,
like they've been used recently?
they're
You
smoking.
can smell gunpowder in the air, and there are 4 of them. No longer has smoke pouring out, but 4 of them look like they've been fired more recently. But there are like countless that look like they could still be fired.
So one cannonball would just completely obliterate us.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Okay,
I'd
so
say maybe a quarter.
During
step
the
one.
time you guys had sailed around, by the way, you would see that obviously the giants must have come out because the lower half of that giant that was bifurcated has been dragged in. You can see the blood smear.
So both halves are gone now.
Both halves are gone now.
Just to make sure, the skeletons were also giants, yes?
Yes.
Terrifying.
Okay.
It's Dark Souls time, baby.
Sense Fortress.
Let's go.
Right. Step one.
The Elden Ring graveyards.
Step one. Mage armor. Step two.
Okay.
Adrian's gonna look.
To either side, put hands out to the group.
He
Just
will.
so
he'll,
that we
he'll,
don't.
he'll also tap
fall
into mage
apart.
armor.
Okay. Ready.
Ready as I'll ever be.
Let's do a little investigating.
Once Shay
Acknowledges.
No, I'm
Dead.
just looking at. I'm looking at my Myrtle Leaps. We really need to reword Myrtle Leaps for this because it's so confusing reading it. I'm just reading it though.
Because we are still falling like 200 feet, yeah?
Yeah, so
Very well.
you don't want to cast it right away, or else you're going to lose it before you reach the ground.
Oh God.
Okay, great.
Featherfall does not have a duration.
I believe it does, actually.
To my understanding, it goes until you hit the ground.
One sec. Let me look. Don't have it on this page.
Also, look.
Duration 1 minute
Oh no.
until the spell ends.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. I get to scare the party a little bit. So, once everyone's linked up, I'm going to kind of nod. Des is going
Are we
to
doing this
fucking...
stealthily?
Don't scream.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Just make it-
Oh no.
So,
Oh,
Adrian's
she's gonna
going-
actually get us killed.
Please, no.
Adrian's going to nod, and Destiny's going to swoop down like she's diving for a mouse. And then 2 seconds later, I'm going to go down, going to jump with everyone else.
Don't
Alright.
scream on the way down.
So you guys
Yes,
all,
that's
hand
right.
in hand, dive off the edge, trusting in Adrian. As
Yeah,
you
the
guys are
ultimate
now
trust
in
fall.
freefall.
Yeah, as
Because he hasn't told you what he's doing yet either, which is hilarious. So he's... While we're falling, you just hear Adrian counting. From...
yeah, just 1, 2, 3.
And I'll
As you
say...
guys are just sailing down.
you said it's more than a minute fall, easily, yeah?
Yes.
And I sent Des ahead. She's going to be much faster for the dive. So once Des gets close to the ground, that's when I'm going to pop it. She's my control.
All right, very good. Let's just have an intelligence check.
Oh
To get
no!
that timing. No, that's
You
fine. I'm
know-
good at
Get your
that.
timing.
All I can think
I'm
about
good at
though
that.
is, look, all I can think
Oh,
about
that's off.
is,
On the table.
There's
you
shit
know, when,
anyway.
you know when you fall in Minecraft and you like slowly do that, like you jump and then you have like it's like that
Okay.
slow descent first, and then you start rocketing
Wait, is
down.
that...
And then when, as soon as you hit the floor, if you hit the floor and you die, just when you see somebody's like character model die, that's all what we're all gonna do in the end. Just
White
Basically.
Flat inte-
comes up.
Flat intelligence, yes?
Yes.
Total 18.
Total 18. Okay. So as you go sailing down, you're concentrating hard on this. You're counting down. You've got Destiny acting as your anchor point, your counter. As she sails down, she would go perfectly
Once I see
down,
her
curves
swoop.
around, and swoops in this arc. As you immediately cast Featherfall onto yourself, as all of you would suddenly feel this lurch in your gut, as you then snap into more upright positions, still holding hands. As you would all slow down and begin this much slower descent to the ground. As Destiny has arced and turned upwards, she would
I'm gonna have her come back
immediately
to me.
kind of startle, turn, and head back to you. As you are all now upright, you would see just inside the door are two giant skeletons just staring outwards. As you guys have basically gone like this between them.
Oh my god!
Between them.
Between them.
The ultimate.
Oops, don't fail me
stealth.
now.
As you have landed, but as you land down to the ground, you are like either side of their giant feet. As these skeletons are just stood there motionless, staring out at the bridge.
How big are they?
Let me give you a precise number here.
Wait, is one of us got the rope as well? Just
Nope.
making sure.
I don't have it.
Gil would have
Gil.
grabbed it. Thank you very much.
Gil is strong.
Okay. So he would have been at the end
he-
holding on to it as
well-
we went down.
Yeah,
So
he
you
would
have
have.
it tied to the
yeah.
ship, yeah.
Mm-hmm. More or less.
Okay.
Or an anchor point on the top of the cliff face.
Yeah, somewhere safe for us to return. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they'd be roughly about 15 feet tall.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Okay. 5 meter Titan. Okay.
Huh. 2 Shaenas.
Pretty much, yeah, 2 Shaenas.
As they're
You don't
just
have to look
standing,
over.
staring out motionless towards the bridge.
Could I?
So the good thing we went above them.
Could I tell if they're animated, alive?
Active?
I'm not sure. Active.
Yeah. Yeah. Give us Arcana check.
All right.
Can we just talk about the ultimate trust fall?
That's 21.
21?
21.
You'd be able to tell that right now these are actually inactive. They have no light of animation in them. No, usually animated skeletons and undead creatures have like a little flicker of light in the sockets. But these
Nah.
are just stationary.
Like he'll
Whoever's
whisper
in
to like
control of them is not in control of them right now.
he'll whisper to Adrian, like, yeah, they're not active right now.
Do we want to break them while we have the chance?
How do you propose we do that? They're huge.
How close is the ledge?
The ledge for the edges of the
For
bridge.
the abyss. Yeah.
For the abyss. The door is huge. Remember, I said it's large enough for the ship
Yeah.
to sail through. So it's maybe 60 feet either direction.
Okay. I mean,
We could break them now when they're off, and risk them turning on when we already got a couple hits in, or go in and risk them turning on coming after us. Or we can leave them alone and pray.
Or we could find whatever's controlling them and take care of that.
Yeah. Like, right now, the person who would normally be controlling them is not controlling them at the moment.
Sneaky.
Leave them be for
So-
now.
Because destroying them would alert whoever's there, and if there's more inside.
Hood.
I have a trick or two up my sleeve just in case anything activates, so.
Okay. I only got like one thing left, and I'm tipping into the.
Adrian's actually gonna pull out the Geomancer's glove, and he's just gonna pull that tight,
just in case.
Yeah.
I got one.
this will be useful here.
So
Alright,
as you
let's
stand
try
here
to.
between these guys and carefully begin stepping in, I'd like stealth checks from each of you.
Oh, so
As you
bitch, this is gonna.
enter inside, you would see that there are at least 11 more giant skeletons that you can see from here. All
Good
of them
move.
inactive, as these buildings are large
Stealth
square
was the way to
stone
go.
structures that are built at odd levels all the way through this place.
Oh my god, stealth
Oh
was
my
the way to
God.
go.
20.
Fuck yes.
18.
Okay.
18. Okay.
Let's see who breaks
It's
it.
going good. It's going good. It's going good.
No, 22.
I'm pretty
funny
sure
enough. No.
Xavier broke
Who's
it.
next?
Didn't
Oh
you?
no,
7.
I got a 15.
Not okay.
7.
Oh no.
Not
gonna say-
terrible.
I'm gonna say, with the 20 she's got, do a dex save, Oracle.
Dirty 20.
10 plus 12.
12. As you're moving through, you begin making your way through the town as you realize that every building you pass, there are at least 3 or 4 dwarven skeletons you can see just staring out of the window in that inactive
Oh
state.
god.
As you make your way through, there are stray burns and pieces here and there, and Lucas, almost about to step on one, is kind of pulled and turned to the side in almost his little spin of a dance, as Shay manages to pull them away from stepping on one of these burns.
At this moment, Lucas will pop into his box.
Just like into the box.
Oh yeah, right. So if we die, you'll be the only one left. Okay, sure, fine.
My dex is
I'll
pretty
carry the
bad,
box
so
then.
my dex is pretty
That's
bad.
just
So
the
I'm
way
not,
it looks.
As you make your way into
How-
the city, you would
how's
see
the
that
lighting
there
in
is
here?
this. The lighting is low.
With humans in the group.
The lighting is low, very low. The only light right now is the stuff pouring in out of the opening and a light further in. That is it.
Can I
Interesting.
adjust like the brightness of the of my lantern of revealing?
We can see right now.
Cause I wasn't sure
It's
if
a
you
lantern,
could because
so it's like on-off sort of thing. It's like
Okay.
open, close.
yeah, I wasn't sure if cause I know some lanterns have it where you can adjust the how much it will burn. I wasn't
I mean,
sure if
technically you could do that. That's true.
I
you
wasn't sure if
definitely
that was
could, so it'd be fine.
so if there's any need, I could just While also, I assume it has to be pretty bright for the actual magical effect to take.
Yeah.
Okay, so otherwise, if it's too low of a light, it's just like a normal low light lantern.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
So right
So-
now you are at the thoroughfare of this large central city. In the distance, you can see the place has partially flooded as towards the back of Gan Alum, over here at the top of the canyon, is a small body of water. So right now it's like obviously drips down into the city because there's been nobody to maintain this place for, you know, 100 like almost 200 years or so, maybe more. As it's obviously started flooding towards the back of Gan Alum because it looks like it almost slopes downwards a little. As you've reached this point where there's this boggy water that is along the street, and towards the back you can see the light seems to be coming from an elevated building towards the very back of the place that looks to be almost like a place of importance.
I have a question. In the box, could I still communicate with Lupine, or
With Lupine,
Yes.
no, because
No?
it's technically an extra plane of space.
I just want to double check that. Alright.
So yeah, you can
So
see
what I'm-
that
You-
place in the distance.
but you can
with the
hear
lights.
So
us.
what I'm
I
hearing-
can
so what
hear
I'm hearing is
I can't see anything, but I can
forbidden
hear you guys.
drinking water.
Yeah.
No.
This stuff is swampy, stale, and has obviously had corpses in it for the longest time.
So
you
what
would
I'm
know
hearing
it would
is
literally kill
Forbidden
you.
soup.
My
For the love of
God.
Why are you the way that you
God.
are?
Why?
Oh my god.
Charisma
Because
saves.
you do this.
Charisma
no,
saves.
No,
Just start giving her charisma saves.
no,
Or
because
Constitution
you
saves, pardon me.
literally. No. You do this, and then you're like, oh shit, I shouldn't have done this because we're now getting dicked down by like the boss
Just
of the
remember
area.
Oracle. You gotta do model work if shit happens to you.
I can
Model.
straight up tell you right now, and you would know this as Shaena, that if you drank this, you would probably die of like bone rot or something.
I just want to point out, I wasn't actually planning on actually drinking it. I'm not that dumb because I have now 1 extra intelligence, so I'm not as dumb now. Okay?
No,
I was making a
no,
joke.
we never. We never like
I was making a
questioned
fucking
your
joke.
intelligence. We just know you're
Oh,
a
I did.
gremlin enough to do it.
Yeah.
But I'm not dumb enough to drink the water. Consider I just
But
saved
you're
him from
gremlin
stepping on a
enough.
bone. I'm gremlin enough to do it, but does Shaena want to do it? Probably not.
Let's
There's
focus.
probably been
We
dead
focus.
people in there, so
Sneaky
fuck
beaky,
that.
like.
We never know when you're gonna gremlin out on us.
So yes, right now,
That's the point of
right
that.
now there's the rot water ahead of you. There are the buildings either side of you, and there is that large building in the distance that has lights on currently.
Can I wait? Hey. Has anyone got any cuts on their legs by any chance?
No.
In the box.
Oh, got No, we're not. We've not
So,
got. No, okay,
I'm-
make it
I'm
sure.
Pretty good.
We're gonna have to go through, I guess, with the water.
I feel like it's gonna involve someone having to swim in the nasty rot water.
Do we
Oh
know?
God.
Could just go
Can we
around.
tell how deep
Are we?
it is?
Are we in Caled?
That makes sense,
Intelligence
Fortress.
check.
Or Black Reach.
Oh, why? Oh no.
Oh God.
Once more.
Intelligence check
Actually,
on me.
I'd say actually survival check.
Okay. Survival then.
Is your survival good?
Mm-hmm. 12.
12. You can
Mhm.
guess by the slope, as well as the murkiness of some of the deeper water. It looks like towards the base of that set of struts that go up to that building that's held up above all the others. The water towards there would definitely be above your head height.
Shit. Okay. So, I think we might have to swim if worse comes to worse.
Anywhere around it?
From what I'm seeing, I can't tell because I don't have dark vision. So I don't know.
Bird. Send in the bird.
You send in the bird, as the bird would
Send the bird.
flutter around, kind of getting a better view of things. As you would see that there are the rooftops that go along towards this. The outer edges have stairwells that go up and around towards this building. As you would see, but what you would also see from Destiny's eyes is little lanterns moving around in the water. As she would spy about 4 boats slowly moving through those watery areas, as they are basically doing little patrols. As you would see undead skeleton dwarves just kind of moving these lanterns around and keeping eyes in the area.
In the boats.
In the boats.
Gonna
Our way
snap
across.
Destiny out. Pull it back up on my shoulder. Okay, water is no.
Okay.
There's patrols. Boats.
Okay.
I saw stairs on the walls.
Okay. We'll use them then.
Stairs it is. I'll try to navigate us towards one of the sets of stairs, left or right.
Which one gets us out of here quicker?
They're both about the same.
Well,
Okay.
to be fair, we
Okay,
don't
right
even know
is
where to
always
look
right, so
for
left.
the thing, so...
Left. We go left.
Okay,
Left,
I'd
left.
like stealth checks.
Oh, here
as
we
you
go.
guys begin making your way through. As there's no clear way between these buildings without going all the way back, so you have to go through some of these buildings.
Oh no.
What the fuck?
You good? Okay.
Yeah, I threw my dice and it went behind me.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that.
I'm sorry.
Did you kill us?
That's an 11. Oh, that's an 11.
Okay. I got that as well. Well, I got
11?
13 in the end.
So 13.
Mm-hmm.
What's your total?
So as you guys are making your way through one
11.
of the homes,
I rolled
Okay,
a
I
9.
got
you make
16.
it through. You make it through 2 of the rows of houses. As you guys are making your way through, these 2 towards the front making their way through, as Shay had pretty much said to go left. As you guys are making through, you open up one of the doors, as you would see what appears to be what looks to be a child's playroom. And standing in the center of the room, you would see a small dwarven set of bones staring directly at you with little lights in their eyes.
So the lights are on.
Lights are on. This
And
one
who,
is not
who's
dormant.
first? Who's first in the doors? Like who's
Either of
what's
these
the pecking
two.
order here, guys?
Well,
so these
I was
two have been
last.
seen. These 2 have been seen.
They've
by
been
it due to
seen.
their roles. Yeah, they were
Okay.
there when the door opened, sir.
I'm gonna pull out Dad's dagger and just toss it.
I was gonna say Gill would have
A dex
thrown
check.
his axe.
I'm making an attack roll.
That's what I'm saying. Dex check. You're doing a thrown.
Yeah, they're an attack.
You get a
if you
natural
approach
one.
the
It just
dice,
goes
roll
is
to add your-
am I
onto the
still
wall.
hidden?
Yeah.
Well,
His axe
so
allows
that's
him to.
advantage
Oh,
then, yeah.
so for the purposes of the tattoo, he had to deattune from his axe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling lucky. I'm gonna roll one more.
Not great. 9 was my highest.
On my end, that just kind
If you have
of
proficiency
floated
with
through
9,
the air.
remember.
I
that
am
proficiency.
proficient. I am proficient. Yes. 9. 14.
14. as you guys have that brief momentary thing of like, oh fuck, that's an undead. Oh fuck, that's a baby. That's awful. As between the eyes, you would see this knife just square into its head as the little burns just crumple to the ground.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna be
It literally had 1 HP. It's a baby
Okay,
skeleton.
Cool.
Sorry, toddler skeleton.
It's just for fun though. It'd be 9 points of damage, sneak attack.
You fucking obliterated that thing's skull.
That thing just turned into bone dust.
As there's this brief clatter of the burns, and this pause, this terrifying worry that, you know, everyone knows now, but you look between each other, and silence follows.
I'm gonna have Des just go in and out, grab the dagger for me again.
Actually, no, Mage Hand. I have Mage Hand.
I'm gonna Mage Hand my dagger back.
Mage Hand your deck, mate.
That's handy, actually. I can just retrieve my thrown daggers with Mage Hand.
That's good.
It's a good trick. I should remember that.
Scary. That was too close for comfort.
Yeah.
So.
We've gotten this far. It was bound to happen.
Mm-hmm. Let's carry on then.
Let's keep moving.
Onward. Alright, I'm giving you one more time. One more time to fuck me up, and then I'm eating you.
Just
so I'd like you guys.
If we pass 3 hours in the in universe, tell me, because I will have to leave the.
Yeah, I know.
bottle.
I've already got that. I've already got that set to the side. I'm
just like
now. Yeah.
Because I would also
So,
keep track of that.
Continuing onwards, is there anything you guys want to do to try and help your situation more? If not, if you can't think of anything, then another round of stealth checks, please.
Oh, do we have anything that can
Everyone,
benefit us?
everyone turns to me asking for tricks, eh?
Wait, no,
Well,
I
you're...
could.
Fuck it, wanna
Wild
get
shape.
crazy?
I do have one thing.
I could wild shape
only
and
helps myself.
slither through like a snake.
I mean,
Wait, do I know what a snake is?
Yeah.
Do you?
It's a very
Okay.
common creature.
Yeah, I could
Yeah,
just.
but wouldn't you be
crazy.
define crazy?
I'm gonna pull out the cube.
No.
Ethereal plane.
Oh,
We could see everything. And I'd still
But
be able
wait.
to bring us back.
Wouldn't that isn't that like I know next to very little about this plane. Isn't that like dead plane thing?
Ethereal is. Correct me if I'm wrong. Ethereal plane is the in between.
Is the in between, but that's also
It's like the
where
closest to
spirits
material.
can see.
True.
Yeah, because Gill's like, wouldn't they be able to see us?
Yeah, if we weren't
'Cause
dealing
they're
with dead
undead.
things. Yeah, snake is probably the better idea.
But
Since we're
no,
dealing with
wouldn't
dead
like
ones.
her snake be like just a normal snake, unless you mean you've seen a basilisk?
No, I would assume.
Let's just have a giant fucking basilisk just tear through the streets. That'll be stealthy.
No, I'm thinking like a small snake, like like one of those
Like a
little
garden
small
snake.
rattle tail snakes.
How does
Danger noodle.
Well, that only benefits you.
Well,
Yeah. Yes. Let
We-
me. The big.
go first.
We have multiple familiars as well.
I don't.
Oh,
As
actually,
in she scouts the way, because something you should have noticed is Destiny flew up. She would have been in sight of everything.
yeah. Well, I also forgot. I have my shadows, my echoes.
Can you perceive through them?
What's blind sight mean?
Can I still perceive
Blind
through
sight.
that?
Blind sight means that you can just know everything around you in that set area.
At third
Yeah.
level, you
It's
can use a
literally
bonus
the same thing Nisha has.
action to magically manifest an
oh,
echo of yourself
yeah.
and an unknown
Okay,
experience
so
you can see within
Snakes have it because they can taste
yeah, I was
the
gonna say
air.
they have
Translation
they have 10
image.
feet.
You
So-
lasts until it is destroyed, until you dismiss it as a bonus action, until you manifest another echo, or until you are
I'm pretty sure.
incapacitated.
I'm pretty sure you get to
That
treat
one.
it as a familiar much later in levels.
Yeah, I'm trying to find that if it has to make a saving throw, you bet bonus is same size as you and it occupies the same. On your turn, you can mentally command the echo to move up to 30 feet in any direction. No action required. If your echo is destroyed as a bonus action, you can teleport, magically swapping places with your echo at the cost of 15 feet of your movement, regardless of the distance between the two of you. You can take action.
Am I
on your
going with a
turn
poisonous
away.
snake or a constrictor snake?
Whichever you want.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
'Cause
think
one of them
poison's
says
really
it's
gonna do anything against
Yeah,
Skellies.
but the problem is that a
Constrictor.
poisonous snake is a small beast, whereas the constrictor's a large one apparently.
Oh,
I feel
yeah,
like
go with poisonous then. For
I
the
feel
small.
like I'm missing a
They've
lot
got-
on
yeah.
that.
Look it up online
They've
if you don't
got-
have it.
I mean, the
I can write
poisonous
as a
snake doesn't
one
have
to
as
it.
much hit, but it has the exact same stats as a
Well, the
constrictor,
whole
basically.
point is to not get seen, so hit points don't matter, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just go with the poisonous snake then.
I don't know, hashtag
Uh,
meta, but
What will happen to my box?
Mhm.
I'm s-
I will pass it to him
Okay.
beforehand.
okay.
Yeah, no, like
Hi, buddy.
I'm apparently missing a. Oh, either it didn't, because I remember putting the whole thing on my character
It's
sheet.
probably because of the
Just
fact
load
that
up
it
the
won't
wiki then.
actually properly fit on it.
Yeah, that I was gonna say because it was a lot. No, but yeah, no, you're right because it was I think it was level 11 or something that I would be able to see.
You get it. You
through
get
them.
it like every 5 levels. You get a major thing on it.
Yeah. So
Because
what I was wanting to do, I couldn't
like
do it
level-
anyway. I can.
It's like level 11 or something. You get it as
So-
familiar, and then like level 18, you get 2.
So,
Yeah.
I would like stealth checks from you three at advantage. As Shay, while shaping into this snake, is able to slither out before you, eyes out, just kind of head swiveling this way and that as she just slithers along the ground,
It's-
kind of avoiding the swampy waters.
the light's still okay. Yeah.
And
Oh,
okay, I was gonna say as well, and
That's a
if I
dirty
do see like
20.
issues, then I'll just kind of like
19.
give it like a little signal with my tail, just go woohoo, like a tail, just a little hiss.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for the advantage. I rolled a 1.
Okay, I'll take that.
Scary.
22.
So
22?
18 or 19.
Dirty 20.
19.
Yeah.
It was 17 plus 2.
Thanks to Shay, you were able to quickly avoid what appears to be 2 dwarven skeletons with these large axes dragging along as they seem to be going to where the skeleton just died. As you guys are able to quickly slip your way through and around their little patrol, it looks like they're going in to examine what happened. As you guys make your way through the houses, thanks to Shay, you guys are able to slither, shift, and shape through each of these houses and buildings. As you would eventually get further along, as you reach a point maybe about 20 minutes off of the stairs, you would all hear a lute playing.
Monka.
Knife.
Necromancer bard.
Dirge singer.
That sounds terrifying but awesome at the same time.
That's actually a bard subclass in previous editions.
That is actually sick as
Damn.
fuck.
My favorite portrayal of them is having them be a death metal rock star.
Just straight up Nathan Explosion from Metalocalypse.
That sounds amazing.
Yo, bat.
That's on my list of character ideas.
So yeah, you can hear this loot coming off a little bit away. Are you guys gonna check that out, or are you just gonna continue onto the stairs?
Morbid curiosity. I want to know what it is.
I'm
Sin destiny.
That's a bad idea.
Sense the invisible fairy.
Oh yeah, we could send the invisible fairy.
The invisible
Good
fairy
knock.
has a fucking name. She says, "Sat on the box."
If we could send.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
reminding
hey,
him that you
Gill,
can turn
Gill's just
invisible.
gonna stare at her. Oh yeah, we could send the invisible fairy.
I'm so sorry about
Click,
that.
the
Adrian.
little crossbow flicks out as she just ping, shoots an arrow into your nose end.
Ow, ow.
Roll.
It's like a
Roll a.
porcupine needle.
Roll. Is this serious though? Roll.
What?
Roll a con check.
Guess
If
she
this- if this-
poisons
if-
her darts.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. It's poison.
Oh man.
Roll a con
Oh.
check. Roll con.
Oh my fucking god, he's
Constitution
gonna be
saving
so.
throw.
He's gonna be so
It's
fucking
your own
pissed.
You
he
did this
got
to yourself. You did this to yourself.
No,
You're
it,
forever.
how did he do it to himself? A little.
You
Asshole
did it to yourself.
fairy.
This is karma. This is karma. Laughing hurts.
Tell me if you
say
roll below a 5.
Constitution?
Tell me if you roll below a 5.
That's a. Is that
That's a-
cocked or is that a nat 20?
That's. Wait. Actually, I think I might be cocked.
No idea.
I can't tell. It looks.
Inspector mode.
I'd say general consensus there, because that is almost flat.
Alright.
But I will give it to the people.
Let me see.
I'd say that's more 20 than cocked.
That's 20. I'll give it to you.
Damn right you will. I just need to roll one more, and I get the fucking tentacle monster.
Just,
safe?
ju-
I
just,
phrased
ju-
it like that on purpose.
just so
Did
you know,
pass
if you
on
roll,
his dying
if you
son?
roll, just so you know, if you rolled
I
below
rolled
a
a nat
5, you
20.
would have passed out.
There was no way I would have rolled it. There's. Even if I would have had to hit a nat 1.
Mm-hmm.
Roll
Yeah,
below
below
5.
Yeah.
I have a,
Alright.
That's still
Ish.
a 5%
Yeah, I have-
chance.
Yeah.
Hiss, hiss. Snake noises.
Right.
It's just gonna pull the little. And snaps the
Gonna-
little twig.
Not knock on the side of the box.
Try to
He'll-
coax Lucas out.
He will. Get out. He will put.
I imagine
out there.
Lucas was just sat there playing like Pick Me Up or something, you know, like just like
Playing
playing cards with
solitaire.
himself. Yeah,
Like
just
he, like he,
solitaire or
he was
something,
actually,
just waiting.
like waiting for in case like something happened, and he like because he was gonna ready a Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
So he poofs out of the box. Okay.
We need you and Lupine to help us out.
Okay.
You hear that, yeah?
Yeah.
Gill's
We
curious.
want to know what it is. Want to know what it is, because it. Worst case scenario, it's a thing that can come bite us in the ass later that we should know about.
Wait, can you go check that out, please?
Pains in the ass. She just gets up and you would see her flutter into the air and the little wings before like turning into dust.
He
As
will
she
then.
vanishes out of sight.
He'll then sit down and look through her eyes.
As you would see his eyes just white out as he sits there, in that familiar way that you would recognize from Adrian. As you would see through her eyes, as you hear her muttering to herself, which is just like, "Oh yeah, I'll go fucking float over here into the fucking skelly zone, yeah, sure, whatever." As she's
Like he's like,
fluttering along towards the building.
Mhm.
You would see a house that has been hastily converted into what appears to be a prison cell. You can see bars have been slid down through the roof into the windows, as it looks like one of the giants has obviously pegged one of the, pegged spikes down into it. As you would hear this little loop playing, you would see outside there are two either side of the building. Dwarven skeletons stood there dormant, waiting, as well as two heavy set doors that look like they've been awkwardly jammed into what was once this home. As she flutters into the window, you would see currently sat, hood up, is a figure just idly playing what appears to be a lute. Just strumming it, feet kicked up, and they're singing something in what you can vaguely guess is Elonian.
Could I tell if this music is magical in nature?
Moonman.
No, Ilon is the one to the southwest.
Bottom.
Down below there, yeah.
Cat people.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh. Oh no. I'm getting a
Time
horrible
for our
flashbacks to
anime
my
cat
Sunday
waifu. Let's
campaign.
go.
Okay. Can I tell if this is
God.
is this magical in nature? Could I tell if this has like any magical or
Arcana check.
All right. That's a 3. So that's a 7. I have no idea.
7? This is probably magic.
I am magic. He'll. Oh.
Are you back?
Sorry. Like he'll start muttering like things he sees, like language, like whatever. I can't remember what you said. What was it again?
Elonian.
Prisoner.
Elonian. Prisoner.
Elonian.
Singing in Elonian.
Hooded.
Playing lute. Guards inactive. Large spike.
Oh no.
Large doors made in.
But they're a prisoner.
Do I see anything else?
From what he described, that sounded like a cell.
Looking around, the only other thing with the bard you can see is what appears to be a large gauntlet on the table that he's got his feet kicked up on.
Gauntlet.
Is there any sign of rations? Have they been feeding it?
I look for any signs of rations.
The robes he's wearing look tattered and worn, like he's been here for a while, and you can see the remains of a backpack. It's more like a satchel that's been just left to the side, is spilled open. There's like empty bottles, the remains of like wrappings from food rations. It looks like they threw him in with his equipment and then just left him there.
Okay. Bag.
Could. Oh wait, I'm not still bastard. Oh, I can't say anything.
You're a snake. You just hiss.
I'm a snake. Hiss, 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 hiss.
Is there?
Hiss,
Can I
help or hiss? We should leave them alone.
Hiss.
What? One hiss for help, 2 hiss for no.
Okay, she wants to help.
Okay.
And you want to help, don't you?
Yes.
Okay. Can you
Could I see?
Lupine guide us through without trouble again? Between them and Shay.
He will fill out the like ask her to look for a route.
I'd say getting there is easy enough thanks to Lupine's guidance.
Mm.
As you guys are pretty much staring out the window of the just the opposite side of the street and like 3 doors down. You're basically looking out down across it as you would see the two inactive dwarven skeletons just kind of stood there, drooped a little. One has a halberd, the other has this big drunken hammer.
Okay.
They stood either side of the door.
Are we like facing them?
You guys are opposite side of the street, 3 doors down.
What are we doing about them?
That's a good question.
Yes. I can't really point or anything, so it's just yes.
Performance
Point your
check.
tongue.
Can I get a reroll? What is my proficiency?
Another one?
I have proficiency in the performance and persuasion.
That one
skills,
gave you 2 good
proficiency
stealth
with one.
checks.
I know. Oh, God.
He gave her a nat 1.
It gave me a
Yeah.
nat 1. That's why. Shut up.
I don't.
You try to like
Snake.
you try
your
to like
words.
draw out what you want to say, but then you bury your face into like this dust as you realize that this is like ground down shit from who knows when. As you just kind of lift the face up and you're just like.
You can
Use
hear
your
me
words.
sneezing, just quiet little snake sneezing. Fuck, I don't know how to explain it because I'm not in I'm in wild shape and I don't want to get out of wild shape, otherwise I'd lose a wild shape. Fuck.
Time to make a choice.
Good.
Time to make a choice.
Okay, you see the tail? You see the tail and it just goes okay. It just
Drop down
I'm
on
just
top
gonna
of it.
No, and she's just gonna slowly slither and just basically just have a look where the area is.
Oh, she
think-
wants us to stay.
Oh.
I'm just trying to see like
As
a
you-
general like.
As you slink out and move your way across, you would see that there are bars on the windows and the doors, but there are no like glass or anything on there. As you would hear the Alerni inside just sat playing, you would see that the guards are inactive, and like the rest of them, there's no like alleys between the buildings or anything. So you have the choice of this door or clambering over the house or through one of the other houses into the other side.
You said that the door was kind of like pushed in. Does it look like there's any gaps in the floor part?
I'd
chance?
say you'd be able to see that. Yeah, there's some gaps. There's some gaps because this looks like one of the giants has just gone with a proper door from somewhere else and just gone smush.
Okay. I'm gonna try and just poke my head in and look at if I can see the person there.
As you poke your head in and see, you would see this robed figure just sat lounging on this chair as he sat playing away. You would just hear the ping of one of his strings breaking as he just starts undoing the string and throws it away as you realize he's lost most of the strings. He's now down to 2. As he goes back to playing.
Wait a minute, do I have... Fuck, I would have to... on wild shape, fuck.
You have mending, but you could fix the strings theoretically.
I mean, I have strings on my person.
Those are for loots. Or sorry, not
I
loots.
don't,
You
but
could
I
also do that.
don't. They're for my lyre, but
Yeah.
I don't want to instantly just reveal myself and trigger everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to stay as the wild shape, but I do want to go and investigate closer. Let's hope he doesn't fucking attack me.
Your dinner, if he's alive, your dinner.
Okay.
Are you
As you
I'll just
slink your way closer, yeah?
slowly?
As you slink your way closer, as you curve around, as you get close enough to see him, you would see past the hood is a skeletal feeling face. There are no bones left on this person as they're sat strumming away. You can see they've lost the will to keep playing as they've lost yet another string, and they just kind of set the lute to one side as they kind of sigh, stare up at the ceiling, and then to the side, and look to you as they kind of tilt their head. The others that you had seen active with the red lights in their sockets, this one has a pale green instead. As he kind of cocks his head looking at you and just goes, "Well, are you here to join me in my little death cell, little snake? I mean, I could always use a companion."
He's adopting you as a pet. That's adorable.
As you look around the room, you can see that there has been a tally mark he's been putting on the wall, and it takes up the entire wall. He has been here for who knows how long.
So he was definitely here during.
You can guess. Give us an intelligence check.
Oh boy. Yeah, it'd be
That
14.
doesn't.
I mean,
14? At the least, he's been here for 10 years.
Holy shit.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
he still kept most of his sanity from the sounds of it.
Shada's gonna. I mean, the snake. Well, the snake's head's gonna like tilt, and just like kind of look. It's very confused. The fact that this one's not like wanting to alert the others.
What, confused? Is it because you're hungry? Well, sorry, friend, but if I had something to eat, I would be eating it myself. Or, well, I would have. I would have.
Shay's gonna do the same gesture to for him to stay. I guess just go and
I was
kind
gonna
of
say,
like.
Yeah,
Doesn't the
so
snake have her
man in us, I'll
horns?
just
His
say.
head tilts confused. I was about to say tilt confused as he's kind of taken note of the oddity of this snake as it then gestures for him to stay as he just kind of goes, okay, I'll stay.
And I'm
Got
going
nowhere
to
else to be.
slither back to these guys.
As
And
you
I'm
slither
actually gonna,
back out and through.
and I'm gonna on wild shape so I can actually explain. So, the person in there, are they a skeleton? You said?
Yes.
They're just okay. They're a skeleton,
Oh, okay.
but
Okay, so we can.
wait. This one doesn't have the red eyes. It has green eyes. And he was actually really nice. He didn't want to try and hurt me or anything. He's been sat in there, I'm assuming, for a while. Doesn't seem to be aggressive.
Well, if they had them locked up, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Or my enemy.
It's not fair if he's just been left there. We can't relieve that.
And I'm fairly certain, regardless of what living thing crawls through here, these skeletons would have attacked it and killed it.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
That does beg the
So-
question.
He had rations.
Why is this
Well,
one
he didn't have. Well, he ate all the rations, it seems. He asked if I was hungry whilst I was in my form.
So why would a skeleton need to eat
He doesn't anymore. He
Ration.
used it all. I think.
Any
I think
any
used
more?
It all. No. He doesn't need them anymore. Well, he's eaten them all, it seems. So it doesn't.
Question. Can undead be charmed?
No.
No.
This is a blanket rule.
Yeah, because there's no will inside them.
Okay.
Undead are immune to charm effects.
Should we go across the way and go around? Because there's.
We'd
Did
be
I see there was
risking running into
bars
others.
at where the windows were?
Yeah.
We could go around and try and talk to him. And then we can make a gauge of whether or not we can release him.
Well,
I would
There's a
say
door
that
or
Destiny
something.
knows there's guards at the other side as well, because there's doors.
So there's the two at the front door.
2 at the front, 2 at the back.
What about on the sides?
Sorry about that.
The buildings are all like connected. They're all just one long row. There's no like
So
alleys between. You guys have had to go through buildings because if not, you'd have to go all the way down to the end
It's
and around.
Equal threat
Equal threat.
on either side.
so
If
we
we're
either.
doing this, we're just doing.
You see Adrian just flipping through his book. He's looking for something he can use.
Hello? Are you guys out there? Mr. Snake?
We're reducing gender. Alright. We're doing
My
this.
deck of illusions.
You hear this clattering noise that sounds like a bunch of bones falling down. As you poke your head out, you would see that he's pulled the head off of one of the skeletons and is just kind of waving it around like, Mr. Snake! Hello?
Well, that takes care of one, I guess.
Alright. I'm going to.
Try to be sneaky.
I'm going to.
Peek my head around the corner so I can see the other skeleton.
You can see it through the window that you guys are currently at. You know, it's
Okay.
you've still got a bit of view room. The other one's still stood there, like it
How-
hasn't even registered.
How far are we right now? Feet-ish.
20 feet, I'd say, from
Oh,
where
easy.
you
Okay.
guys currently are.
I'm going to point. I'm going to cast True Strike towards the other one, the with head one,
Mhm.
and then a moment later, dagger.
Dex.
Okay, so that's an 18. Okay, so 18, 23.
23. As you through the air and just thunk square in the side of the head. Give us a damage roll.
So 2 plus. So 5 plus. Does the double damage from
it being Dad's knife work on sneak attack damage?
No, it's the base damage.
Okay.
Doubles.
So 10 plus. 15 total.
15?
Damn.
As you shear the
Head of this thing in twain, as the front and back halves would just clatter down to the ground along with the knife as the bones all crumple apart.
And just like before, he'll mage hand it back.
I can't believe you could use a knife, Mr. Snake.
Okay, now that
Adrian's
the
gonna
I guess
Turn
the
grinning at Shay, and you're so talented,
Mr.
Yeah.
Snake.
I know I am. Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Snake.
Wait, hold up. There we go. Anyway, I'm gonna try
Actually,
and scurry over, I guess, carefully though, so I'm not knocking anything.
I'm gonna keep a lookout where we are.
See
I'm
if I'm
gonna go up to the door.
I'm going to say right now, it's kind of realized that these guys obviously aren't paying attention as This guy obviously has been playing loot for who knows how long. These guys have stopped paying attention to sound in this area. As you go stepping across, you would just see this feline skeleton just leaning out from the bar. Says, "Wow, sorry, Mrs. Snake. Hi.
Hi.
Pleasure to meet you. Are you my rescuers? You're a bit late.
I'm sorry, we didn't know that you were here. We're new adventurers.
I'm
so-
fucking with you. I'm fucking with you.
Oh, okay. How do we get you out of here? I think we could try and open up the door.
Strength check.
It doesn't. Oh, boy. I just actually just pulled it up. Like. Oh boy.
Do you need me to pick it?
A strength check? Wait, I mean. 9. Yeah.
9? Yeah, you
Mm.
pull on this. You realize that it doesn't have hinges or anything. It's literally one of the giants has grabbed it and shoved it into the frame.
What are they
Oh, that's
doing?
hilarious.
How'd they do this? How'd they do this?
Oh, I was
know.
I was shoved in here like 15 years ago. I died like maybe 10 years ago. And then I woke up around that time. And they kind of kept me here ever since. I've tried to escape, but they usually just put me back.
Well, you're not going to be here any longer. We're going to get you out of here. Get over here. Everyone, over here. Come on.
Alright, yeah.
Alright.
Oh wow, you've got a whole group. Hi everyone. Nice to meet you. I'm Amtesh. Really nice to meet all of you.
Hi,
Adrian.
Xavier.
Gill.
Lucas.
So what are you doing in Dead Country?
We're
Looking for a pipe.
Looting.
Smokable pipe?
Yes.
Very sad.
Adamantine plating around the tip. Nice wood grain pattern on it.
He
Yeah.
does this sound familiar?
Well, he never gave you a proper
Yes.
description
Yeah.
of it.
I wasn't given that information.
Well, the big guy
Is it-
up there has it in his quarters.
Of course he does.
Big guy, define big guy. They're all big to me.
Oh, sorry, not like physically big. I mean the guy who's making all the undead things.
Oh. What? I'm sorry, the big guy that's making all of the undead?
Yes, he's been here for I don't know how long. I think he came from like that whole shit that happened in Simo CERN. He keeps talking about getting his revenge or some shit.
On
Adrian's
my-
eyes are going to narrow.
Do we know who or no?
He might have the thing. Another
Did he
thing
ever
that
say
you're
a
looking
name
Boy.
of who he's gonna get revenge on?
Something about them. Calyx or something like that. I can't remember.
Like
Yeah, but sounds about.
sounds about right.
Sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there was another name, the one he always is shouting about. Commerth. That was it. He said something about them blowing up the town he was trying to take.
Earth. Does this
What?
town of does this
Adrian,
ring?
yep.
Town.
Agent, Oh! It just dawned on me.
I don't know what it is.
Mirth,
We
I
learned that they blew
believe.
up like they
Remember that town?
That you remembered watching a horde of giant undead raiding?
Oh no! Oof.
Yeah.
They blew
Oh,
up that
shit.
town.
About 25 years ago.
Oh yeah.
It wouldn't be 25. It'd be 20 is the max.
Yeah,
25
so 20
would be her memories come from that point onwards
pardon.
in the prime material plane.
Yeah, so you literally witnessed this attempt that he's swearing revenge
Oh
about.
yeah. Well, we'll get you out of there. Don't worry
That
about
would
it.
be great. I mean, you could very easily get part of me out, but I can't get my rib cage through. Not until they shorten the bars.
Maybe we could try and bend the bars.
I mean, that would be great.
He pulls his own head off and hands you it.
1 minute.
I mean, they.
We just broke one of them, and nothing happened. Why don't we just?
Is the door made of wood or metal?
It's wood. It's like thick wood.
Could just have Gill chop through the door.
They
Wait,
don't
I
give a
don't
shit
know.
about sound in this area because I keep playing.
Well, they might not give it. They might not give
Gil's just
a
gonna sc-
flying fuck about it. But you got to remember that there's a
Yeah,
big
but
guy who's
if
controlling
I'm
all of these
chopping
guys.
Down a door, it's gonna be echo.
Yeah, it's gonna be echo.
no pun intended. It's dead silent out here.
Wait, give me a sec. I can do something about this.
You see him fumble around in his bag as he pulls out what looks to be a focus. As he wraps it around his hand, comes back and just goes,
I can cast a spell. I don't know many, but I know one.
What would that be?
Silence. I can make everything quiet.
Work.
Actually,
I
wait.
used
Does
to
it?
want to
Okay.
cheat at the
That
band
worked
competition.
splendidly.
Well, now I'm kind of curious about
Nice.
something. How brittle does the bars look actually?
it looks like they've been under duress because of the water for that long. They're like rusted and not in the best
Do
condition.
they look bendable though?
Perception check.
No, I'm not fucking knowing that.
Can I check?
6. Wait, no. Yeah, 6. Sorry.
6.
Mm-hmm.
You
They're-
don't
if
quite
they're-
know. You're not a metallurgist. You can have a look as well.
Alright. Can it be intelligence instead? What? I figured that out.
Sure.
Sure, sweet.
Are you investigating or perceiving?
Investigating.
Doesn't matter.
That's a 10.
10? 10 total?
10. 10 total.
10. I'd say as you're looking at this, honestly, you don't think it's bendable, but you look up. Yeah, these things are stuck through the ceiling and down, but all the stonework is weathered from the water pouring down. Maybe if someone's strong enough, they could just push them back up.
Get to it.
Well, you also got to be tall enough to actually get it up there, you know?
It all, yeah.
Well, once he has it out of the ground, we can help.
What, do we lift him up on top of the roof or something? I don't know. What do you
We
want?
just reach over him and pull us apart.
More than one
No,
person can lift
I
a
think
thing.
she means how I'm going to get to the window to pull it out. Somebody's going to have to hold
Yeah.
me
Okay, how about
or
We could
brace me.
We could probably get me out with only just one bar because I can disassemble myself.
Yeah, that's what
Okay,
I'm
I
thinking.
just
We just...
I need
pull up
to.
the bar
I
bit. Do you want me to hold you,
Alright.
maybe?
Sure, why
The
not?
window,
Hold
the window
honor.
isn't that high up because remember this is dwarven architecture.
Oh, that's oh. So Gill would
Oh,
probably
well-
be around this height to where
The same
he
height, yeah.
Can I help with
Oh.
that? So we
Sure.
get
So you can do it
some
assisted.
sort of help.
All right. I was gonna use an echo for an assist, but
As you clamber
that
up
works
onto
too.
the windowsill and just kind of plant your feet on it and grab the bar, that still kind of feels a
Some
little slimy,
strength.
as like a good like quarter inch has turned to like gooey like mold basically on the edge.
Gross.
Yeah.
So
it looks like his hand.
you
It looks almost
said-
like his hand had sunk into the metal. That's what it's done. It's like
Gross.
the erosion on it.
13.
13.
9 plus
Between
4.
the two of you, it takes a little bit to like kind of. You actually end up having to like slide all of that gunk off of what like the now thinner bars that have eroded because of it, and just like before getting a proper grip as you both kind of lift as it slowly slides upwards as you push this thing as high as you can, as you've now opened a good gap in the window.
Rippling otter muscles.
I want to backhand your head so badly. Right, come on.
Don't you threaten me with a good
as,
time.
As you see him take off all his robes, shove them in that bag first, and hands out the satchel before he'd begin
Somebody grab.
pulling his
For the
arm
record,
off.
he did not cast the spell yet, right?
No.
Good. Okay.
As he takes an arm off, takes like a leg and an arm off, and it's just like handing bits of himself through. As he then awkwardly kind of just like saddles his hip onto the windowsill and just kind of like jimmies as best he can, then flops down onto the other side like a bean. Hi.
Need a hand? And he just hands him his arm.
Ha hilarious. That's very good, yes.
I'm gonna carefully put down the bar then, if he's through.
As you slide it back down into place. As he slowly puts himself back together and then puts the robe back on. I'm really hoping I'm not delusional right now.
I can assure you we're real, but we have to go
get that pipe.
I can show you where it is.
Yeah.
We would
did you bring your
appreciate
loot
that.
as well?
Oh, that thing is fucked. I can get another one because it's, I'm out of this now.
That is true, actually, yeah.
Okay, well, let's not
Yeah, we'll
count
think about that
our...
later. Right now, we gotta deal with this.
Right,
One thing at a time.
Yes.
As he turns and starts moving, he would, keep eyes out as he begins leading you guys up towards the stairwells that go along the side. And as you guys now dip away from the main city and begin heading up those long stairs that arch across the side of Gernalum, I think that is where we're going to end it for tonight.
Dang, okay.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Who wants to kill a necromancer? Who wants to kill a
I'm
necromancer? I already
down.
have a plan
I'll do it, bet.
Dude,
I'm stealing all.
I also have
So
something.
here's the hilarious part. That guy has a silence spell. We could literally silence the necromancer and gank the fuck out of him.
Well, not just that, but the problem is that if we kill him, wouldn't that mean everybody that, that he's
All
controlling
of his minions.
dies?
All of his minions.
Yeah.
We
We
don't
don't
know
know.
if he's a minion.
Well, you
We
know
don't
what?
know if he's a
at
minion.
peace.
True.
Yeah,
But,
I've...
did you not hear what he said when he was talking to me? He said that he died,
And then he came back.
came back,
Yeah.
but then how do you think he came back? He probably came back through that dude.
Probably.
Necromancer.
But here's the
Well, why would
thing.
he?
Yeah.
Do we give up one guy that we just met, or
Who's
kill
already
a
dead.
high-level necromancer who's already proven that he's willing to slaughter entire regions?
Who
I mean-
has dwarven technology at his disposal.
This
Again,
is bad
I
news.
mean,
Who's to say we can't steal his power or learn?
Also, he's dead. Our new friend is dead.
how dare you?
Honestly,
He
wants to do
literally
lease in life.
died 10 years ago.
15
He
years.
may
Wait,
want to do
no,
lease
10 years.
okay?
come on, 10 years.
He was captured
And
for
at
15,
the very
but
at
died
the
10 years.
very least, we set his soul free.
Like, imagine if he can, after
he
being in
dies, I'm gonna
prison for
cry over him.
15 years, he can get revenge. Like, wouldn't that be?
Yes.
Like, I'd be down with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same time,
But
though.
you know, I don't like
He
how
dies,
the
I'm
whole
gonna
thing
cry over his body.
hinges on that silent spell working.
I mean, most
I
encounter
have another-
also
I
would be saved his we would be saved his villain monologue.
True. But
And
what if it
we could
doesn't
get
work?
surprise rounds off on him. Spells have verbal components. We'd be shutting him out of most of his abilities.
It also shut me
Yes.
out of mine too.
But what if his silent spell doesn't work?
Well, then you know what? We used up one of his counter spells.
I guess fair. Wait, we can. If there's a window, I could just yeet him out the window with Eldritch Claw.
I have an idea, but I'm saving it
Great for
until
the
later.
claw.
Be later. I gotta tell you guys later.
Yeah. Yeah.
Either way,
I'm
we
gonna go
can.
and stream. I'll be back.
Let's not make a huge strategy, which
Yeah.
will fall apart immediately on the first
Yeah.
round of combat.
Yeah.
True.
Especially with a guy we have
always.
no idea his abilities are.
Alright.
I'll be
I'm gonna
back.
go
Alright.
then.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today. If you like this and want to see me do more, please hit that like, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. This was
all
interesting.
finished now, then,
Hope you guys enjoyed.
with
I'll see you guys in the next
streaming
one.
in here,
Peace.
in this room at least.
I think so, unless these two are streaming.